Check the mic. Wait, why can't I hear the professor?
What is up, dude?
Nothing much, man. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I am doing well.
Awesome.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I mean, we can. I could take Bandit out one more time.
One more time. We need it one more time. Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
What's up?
More time. Nothing, man. Nothing.
Cool.
How are you been?
Great.
So, I think it's that time. Time to...
On today's show, we will talk about RR2. I don't know what the hell that is. Terrified Forest, Fruit Labs. Facebook went way downtown yesterday. We have a round of This Day in History. Tick, do you know what a vampire facial is? We'll talk about that and so much more coming right back at ya.
From the moment we had the idea to start a podcast, we knew it would be something special. We didn't know how special. We've had big hopes and big dreams. Although we had a few bumps along the way. We are still just two grown-ass men with childish dreams of outer space. Now, hold on to your butts, you're in for an experience like no other. You are about to partake in the most bodacious experience ever, the Tick and Professor Show.
No.
Whoa. I was just getting my thing set up. I didn't set this up ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's being a pain. And I got my thing not to flicker. Do you see? It's not flickering.
Your thing is not flickering.
Yeah, this week's easy. This week's easy. So, for anybody that doesn't know, that's the Lazy Susan, or that is a Lazy Susan.
I mean, she looks lazy.
And every week I have the Lazy Susan contest. And the last 2 weeks, nobody has won because basically you have to guess everything that's on there.
Yeah, you do.
Nobody guesses it. So,
no.
Speaking of contests, we have a
that's
contest
their loss.
too. It is.
We do have a contest.
So, let me get over to what we're doing today. I've got some fun stuff today. What about you?
Yes. And, yeah.
I guess we should get our drinks first. Let's get our drinks. I've already cracked my water open. Mine's complicated this week. So if you would like to go first, I will defer to you. Yours is like, oh, it's water.
Mine's water. It's just water. I'm on call. This is like my last 2 days of being on call, and then I'm not.
No problem. So this has made an appearance before. It's Oktoberfest. It's a little bright on it.
It is.
And this is a kind of beer I've never. It's a seasonal beer, but it's a classic Marzen style.
So,
I don't know what that means.
Marzen.
Yeah.
Marzen.
And then, wait for it.
Okay.
This is a Hershey's. Hershey's Porter.
Okay.
And Marzen, style. And then
Marzen
this.
Marzen.
Have you ever seen one of these?
That looks like a spider. Is that something that you pour the beer into the cup over?
Actually a turtle, and yes, you are very accurate. So here we go. I will be pouring two beer because I've got extra. So, I forgot the ASMR. Okay, let's do the ASMR on this.
I heard that.
I can get it close though. I can get it right next to it, which is what I was trying to do. So in a classic black and tan, the bottom. See, this is darker than a classic lager.
Okay, so it's a lager.
Okay,
and it's a medium to full body and may vary in color from pale to amber to dark. It is the beer served at Munchen's Oktoberfest. So that's the primary beer.
There we go. Okay, so
Marzen.
I've got the first part. Now this could go horribly wrong, so I'm going to be taking a step back so that if it does go horribly wrong.
Yeah, you're doing some mixing.
Yeah. Well, it's not actually mixing. I'm floating it.
Oh,
See if I
we
can
all
get this
float
right.
down here.
See if I can get this right. Do. This is the best.
I mean,
part
that
of the
looks pretty good.
show. Yeah. Now I had to do two because there's like more. These are pint glasses, but the math
Yeah.
tells me that it wouldn't work because 12 and 12 is 24, and pint is 16. So.
Oh, that sounded good. Oh, that's a lot of head on that one.
It is.
Yep. And that's what she said.
That's what she said. And one last one. Let me just finish this up,
One
'cause-
last one.
So now I've got 2 beers to drink during the shows. But
Man.
let's-
You're gonna be like, Professor, you just take over the show after the
exactly.
2 beers.
Mixology class number 45. So, okay. So let's see. I did an okay job. It's not. Let me see what this one looks like. Neither of them have the black and tan quality that I was looking for. Because
Yeah.
normally you have the separation. I think I just went too fast. I think that's. What
I
it
think
was.
my dog
It was
has
just
that
hurry.
separation anxiety.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So-
I think. Yeah.
So even though it's less climactic than normal, cheers, because it's water. and-
Cheers.
And
Yeah.
beers.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's amazing.
Awesome.
So perfect.
Cool.
Now I've got something to drink. Now we can actually start the show. You know what we forgot last week?
We forgot about Rex, and I don't know how because she's amazing, and
Well-
she has a forest that is terrified. Yeah, look, dude, I've like, yeah, it's like my favorite hoodie, and that's her. That's her on it.
And so let's get this going. Let's get this party started. And we will play. I want to
May-
see tickets. Let's go to tickets. I want to see
Okay.
the tickets.
And then we should play that video, and maybe Ryan Reynolds can go to the terrified forest.
I agree. So here's tickets. tickets.
Ooh, look at that. That's not bad.
Nope.
To crap your pants. So you
Oh,
can
yeah.
crap your pants for $25 Friday, Saturday.
Yep.
$20 Thursday and Sunday.
Yep.
If
And
you
yep.
really need to bring a second pair, you can go VIP and
And then you can
It's
go
30.
out, change, and then come back in again
yeah,
twice. Let me.
maybe
bring
just bring some adult diapers with you when you go.
Yeah, it's easier. It saves time.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It does. You just
let me,
hop in the shower when you're done. You're good.
So there we go. I was looking for the fancy button. Fancy button. And
Oh my gosh, look at that. I can't hear it though.
neither can I. Weird. Give me a second.
Darkness falls
Darkness
against the land. Midnight
And-
ghouls are close at hand. Creatures crawling in search of blood. terrified. And that's about as far as I get in Thriller. I don't know, but that was cool. Yeah.
Thriller.
This room has no windows and no doors.
No doors.
If anybody guessed what that one was from, I'll throw some pip at you.
Pip.
Yep. I mean, like I'll throw it hard so it hurts.
Hard pip. I don't.
Well, you know,
weird.
terrified forest. There we go. La 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 la. Just going through the forest. What is this? What? Ooh. Hi, friends. Oh.
Oh, I see what happened. Here, we should have some audio kick in real quick. There we go.
Nice.
And
Oh no, someone fell. Oh.
yay!
Okay. remember,
terrified.
if you don't want to crap your pants and it's not so scary, go Halloween. Because it says not so scary on Halloween.
That's hilarious. Not so scary on the exact day that you would expect it to be super scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you
not
know,
so
that's for all
scary.
the little kids.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So you can get
yeah.
candy and whatnot.
Right.
So we've got drinks and we've got
We do.
Terrified Forest, and we've got to do this next part because I'm not sure how long this mic will last, but look what I have, Professor. I have the special
Ooh.
mic with LEDs. Let me I'm ready to sing. I'm ready to sing, everybody.
All right.
Let me get my la 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 la. Get my.
That's good. That was
audio
good.
voice. Yeah, I'm
That's
practicing.
deep baritone there.
La
Yeah.
la la. Mr. Beast, please. Mr. Beast, please.
Oh my God.
Say hi, Shasta. That's all you have to say. Just hi, Shasta. Say it.
We're back.
Oh.
That's the end of my
Yeah.
song.
Okay.
So, Mikey,
I like it.
we're trying to hook you up, man. If Mr. Beast doesn't see this hot mess over here on our show, because what do we have? 0 people in the comment area, and
Yeah.
we have a contest going. If we have 10 people that come in
We
the
do.
comment area, wow, 0. Whew.
You know.
My fault. I forgot to promote today. I was out of it.
Yeah, but I feel like people should know. They should just know. They're like, oh, it's Tuesday. It's the TP show day.
Exactly. Because it is every
TP
Tuesday.
show mean TP, Tuesday prioritize.
Yes.
So
yes.
Oh.
And yes.
Ashley's
yes.
here, so we're good.
Okay. We have one person. What's my line on our comments? One person down, 9 to go. Is that the
Yes. Pass it around.
pass it around? That's what it is.
And
So we have
it's a big what the F. So she must have came in while you were singing. So she was like,
exactly.
what the hell?
What is
this karaoke
nonsense?
hour?
Yeah. No, it's Hey Mo. Hey Mo. Oh, and I don't have to actually press the button. I can just go, "Hey Mo." It's got like an echo built into it. Here's Mo.
Now
everybody.
batting, Mike Piazza.
He's like, it's bright. Hey Mo. Mo's been going into all of the computer stuff. Like I found him on the computer the other day. He got in so much trouble.
Oh.
It wasn't even funny. So you were asking what the RR button is. It's a very important button.
I have
Last
no
week
idea.
was RR1, and this week is RR2. RR2.
Nice. You know, sometimes when you're just having a bad day,
You need
and that's just what happens. Like Ryan just needs to pop up in your head, and just like this,
RR.
it's like a Ryan
RR.
version. Yeah.
That's the RR button. Can be hit at any time during the show. Just like we need RR. RR. I
Yeah.
haven't quite figured out how to put it on our 1 minuter that we do, so I got to figure that out. But not
Ooh,
really
yeah.
too important. Do you want to get to the Juice Lab? Otherwise known as
Yeah,
Fruit Lab?
sure. Yes.
It's funny because I guess on Friday I went to look at the news over at Fruit Lab to see like who won, who were the winners and who were the losers, and it wasn't up yet. It just wasn't up yet. I was like,
You know.
what's going on? What is happening?
So
and if you don't know
do we
what we're
get to
talking
make
about,
our own winners?
nope. It was up today when I needed it. So
Okay, good.
And I preloaded all of the videos, but whether I've timed out or not, who knows? Who knows?
I got you. Yeah.
BS. The BS. So,
We got
October
the
1st,
boys.
Friday, we are going to tell you about the new partners. We don't really do a lot of this stuff with the new partners because we really want to get to the awards. I'm a fan of the awards.
Yes.
And I love the new partners. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure we'll see the new partners soon. It's funny because one of the
what
people
are
that
their
we talked
names?
about as a winner last week, you're going to see him on this list. You're going to see him. Over there on the list. Over there. So Davey Goat, partner number 1. Let me see if I can zoom in.
Davey
on
Goat?
Davey Goat.
Davy Goat.
Davey Goat.
Davy Goat. Okay.
Davey Goat.
Davy Goat. Davy
Our
Goat.
first partner of the week, Davey Goat. bringing us high quality content from the world of Warzone. Next on the hit parade.
Okay.
Next on the hit parade is press B to cancel. That's hilarious, by the way.
You know, and that's the button that I do use to cancel, like on Xbox.
Oh, that makes sense.
'Cause
That makes
B is back.
I get it.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense now. You see, I'm such a non-gamer anymore. So this
B is how you jump off your board in
Yeah,
Skate.
exactly. Or fall on the ground. That's the way I
Okay,
fall on the
yeah.
ground. This the second up for partnership was press B for cancel. If you have not stumbled across their channel yet, we more than recommend that you take the time to do so. Okay.
So
We'll have to
I
assume
wonder
why.
if all their comments are spammed with B's.
Mr.
Because
J.
Mr. J, I feel like he was already a partner. Like I
Probably
see his
should've been.
content all the time.
I need to go check him out because I think I've seen his stuff, but probably not as often as
You
you
have.
have. And then last but not least, and I've got to figure out how to do this because I'm right on top of an ad. Farm Lab. We watched him last week.
Hmm.
Remember Farm
Yeah,
Lab
we
from
did.
last week? And I was
Yes.
like, wow, I'm a big
Yes.
fan of this guy. And this week, and it's all about the farming. Welcome to the cat.
Was that a cat?
Yeah, he climbed up and into the stuff and knocked over like the turtle and everything. And I'm not
Oh.
bleeding, thank God. But no, the other
that's
day
good.
he like used my leg as a scratching post, and later I was bleeding pretty bad. I was like,
That means he loves you.
no, it means that he's mean. He's a mean cat. Mean. Yeah, I guess you're right. It does mean. So let's get into the awards. Award number 1,
Oh no.
Miss
Or
N's.
Spanish speakers out there.
Yes.
Multilingual.
And, a
Uno.
reason why Battlefield is still fun. A reason why
Okay.
Battlefield is still fun.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was a question.
No.
The bushwookie outfit.
Control still.
Huh.
Dead. Dead.
I don't see. Okay, they're the yeah.
Here quietly.
Little tiny blips in the distance. Little tiny blips in the
Wow.
distance.
Doesn't matter, man. Autonomy is an
Oh.
illusion.
I'm just gonna zoom
Oh,
in
yeah,
on
you
what
got
she's
him.
killing. What are you killing? I can still barely see it, and I've zoomed almost all the way in.
No, I got it.
That's insane.
Got it. You got it. Pull it. Pull it. Pull
Autonomy
it.
is an illusion.
Oh, you missed it. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it.
Oh. Yeah, I was waiting for that shot too. Oh, music. That's right.
Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, you got it. Yep. Who needs a big old tank in front of you when you got this person on your team?
It's true.
Like, holy crap.
It's true. Now the cat is licking the beer off the floor, by the way.
Ooh, that's fun. It'll put the cat to sleep.
Or make him more hyper than he already is. I don't know if we can do this whole clip. I think it's longer than I expected. I thought it was going to be like a minute.
Well, I mean, we'll see this headshot, and then we'll go. One more headshot.
Headshot.
And then sayonara. Oh! She switched to a... That was a
handgun.
flare. Or he did. I don't know. Who is this from again?
Ms. Ends. So I'm
Oh.
thinking it's a woman.
So yeah, she's awesome.
She's ending everybody.
Boom.
That
Yep.
one I saw. That one I could see with my horrible eyesight. That
Yep,
one I
you
saw
got
as
it.
well. Wow. Yeah, this is 6 minutes of
She's
pure
good.
unadulterated death. What?
She is good.
No doubt, dude. That was pretty amazing. Next
agree.
on the hit parade. This one we're going to watch the whole thing. So award number 2 is Epic Now. N-A-U.
Now. Like right now.
And, yeah, this game mode should be in Battlefield 2042. So let me
Okay,
get this
so
up and running.
Battlefield. It was like a Battlefield week.
Yeah, it's Battlefield week.
Okay.
Oh shit, you took my cover! No, you asshole! You took my cover! Why would you do this to me, dude? Where did you go?
hate
There
you.
you are.
He hates you. Welcome to
What?
music. That is too funny.
Wait, what is he doing?
Outpost. A game mode in
It looks
Battlefield
like
5
he
where
was
you
doing
destroy
the
the
old
enemy's
style,
radio
like,
towers,
crank
build
for,
your
like,
own,
power.
then defend
Yeah.
them. So
You know
the
how you,
enemy
like,
doesn't
crank
do
up
the
power?
same
Sorry,
thing.
I don't play
Outpost
Battlefield,
is just
so
one
I don't
either.
who
know.
has the
I don't either.
largest tower competition because you're able to upgrade
So,
these towers.
so
from
one of the
level 1 to
questions in
3.
a recent
Oh.
quiz that I was
Know that
asked,
your tower is bigger is what
I was
matters,
asked,
because the
hey,
bigger the tower,
what's
the
in
more points you
Fortnite
get.
that
Now,
isn't
this
in
isn't
most shooter
Conquest.
games?
After
And they
you
listed
capture
like
your
3 shooter
objective, you're
games,
not
like
supposed
Quake,
to run away from it.
and
In
I'm
Outpost,
trying to think the other two.
staying put,
And
upgrading,
I knew
and
the
defending
answer.
Your objective is heavily encouraged.
Was
it
building?
Especially when you throw in
Bing! That's the
Battlefield
answer.
fortification
And I just
system.
remember the story you told me
Attacking
about
and
how your kids were
defending
playing Quake with you.
objectives is really
We're
fun
talking
and
right
Yes.
over this guy.
because you cannot
And
respawn
they were
your
like,
objectives.
Dad,
You have to
Dad,
use
I can't
either
build.
transport
Dad, what's
vehicles
going on
or
here?
I can't
engage
build.
squad
Yeah,
members.
you're shooting me
you
and there's
haven't
no. I
destroyed
can't
the
put a
other
wall.
I
in
can't
front
put a
of
wall in
them.
front of me.
Yeah.
Where's the wall button? Which button is
Now,
the
this
wall
game
button?
mode isn't
Yeah,
perfect,
and they're like,
don't
I can't
expect it
duck
to
or
be in
crouch or
2042
crawl on the
in
floor. I'm like,
full
no,
form,
you jump and
mainly
you
because of
shoot.
the fortification
Well, the
Like-
first time I ever heard about
From everything
Fortnite,
I've
I thought that they
seen,
were
it
lying
doesn't look
because
like
I'm
they'll
like,
be
who in the right
returning.
mind
Sadly,
creates
I don't
like
think DICE would be
Minecraft
willing
and
to
a
add
shooter,
that
like
Right.
jams those together?
Yes.
It didn't make any sense to me.
Which sucks because
At all.
No, it
fortifying
still
your
doesn't,
defenses
honestly.
is actually
No.
a really good addition when implemented properly. But I would still love to see a variation of the game mode if
Someone's
anything,
gonna go boom.
because the destroy and
I
defend
agree.
nature of the game mode is great. It's a mix of rush and conquest. You aren't stuck on one team attacking and the other team defending. You can
Yeah, that is
choose
kind of
what you want
sucky
to
when
do,
one team
and
has
both
to
are
attack and one
equally
team has to
important.
defend.
Right.
Anyways, I know it's short, but that's the end of the video.
Well, it was short.
If you've
What was
played
that,
Outpost
dude?
before, let me know what
I don't
you
know.
think. Do you prefer Conquest or Outposts with its outposty nature?
I think what he's doing is trying
Have a
to
good one,
destroy the
guys.
outpost. Like,
Gotcha.
so
and
he's
build
taking
them
that
in
hammer and
enemy
he's twisting
territory.
it. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
twisting the hammer to try to like knock it down. So that was number 2, everybody. So number
Gotcha.
3 is King
Number
Chaos
3.
with pour gallon of milk over my head. I have a guess as to what this video is. It's just a guess.
It's going to be a bunch of headshots in Warzone. I mean, what's already on his face?
I think he has like a mask because, you know, getting milk
Oh.
in your eyes, that might burn.
Just close your eyes. Oh yeah, you have a thing with eyes, so I get it. No,
Yeah, he definitely
it's
has a face
shaving cream
mask.
or something.
I don't.
Is it?
Give me a second. I'm gonna pause this because his audio is low, and I've got to pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
I
Jam,
have so many
jam.
questions.
Yeah. Go. Well, let's start questions. Let's start with the
Um,
questions.
What is on his face already? Like, was this like a dare thing, and he got like a
He
pie in the
lost.
face before?
And he lost.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It definitely seems like something's going on. I actually thought it was like a Biore strip mask. That's what I thought it was.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought he was
I
like,
can see that.
I thought he was like, oh man, I got to do Biore strip. Oh man, I got to do this challenge. Why don't I just do both?
Yeah.
So we'll do Biore strip challenge mask. Let's get this
And,
going.
and now my next question is that 2%, 1%?
It's definitely 4%. I can see the way it's flowing. It's
Okay.
That's a good question. Does that change the challenge? Like if he was to use
Right.
1% as opposed to the chalky or what I call the chalky blue milk?
Yep. And then I guess my other question is, let's hope he's not lactose intolerant.
That would suck, man. That would suck. But isn't lactose intolerant on the inside? Inside.
I mean, yeah, but
Oh man. Man, oh
All
shit. Okay, what's this next one?
Yes.
Coming up. Grumpy Duck VR. And this is
Grumpy Duck.
yes. 3 idiots raid Mummy's tomb. Let's see if I got this one right. Yep. Grumpy
Brandon
Duck.
Fraser,
Yes.
Tom Cruise,
Tom.
and
Oh, it has to be like Boris
Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I was gonna go with like Boris Karloff or something like one of the
Yeah,
old
yeah,
school
no,
guys.
I got you.
and depths of the mummy's chasm.
Okay.
Rickle, if you jump scare me again, I swear to God, I'm gonna fly to America and shoot up your local school.
Well, I've already done that, buddy. My local school's closed down. To go a few states over.
I gotta say, I
Man,
quite
this
like
is
the
dark
change
already.
in maps. This is
They're
pretty
dark.
sick.
Krusty, stop running so far ahead. We gotta stay as a team, bro.
I'm
Are
propelled
you
by
okay, Mo?
curiosity.
Well, I'm
stepped
propelled by
on
that
Mo. I like
fat
these
ass,
guys.
so come
I
back
do
here.
too.
See, that makes me want to run faster.
Oh yeah, the club of your ass cheeks just make me want to follow them even more.
Don't corner me, don't corner you, don't corner a wild beast, you.
I'm cornering
What are
the
you
wild
doing?
Beast. What are you gonna do about
What are
it,
you
little
doing?
boy?
You'll unleash the animal. Don't do it.
Jump up and down.
I
for me,
almost
make that
spoofed
ass
the
cheek
beer.
clap.
Let me just, there you go.
What are you doing?
Every time we do a
What are
squat,
you doing,
it
buddy?
opens
What are
and
you doing?
closes and it
What- no,
fucking
what are you doing?
pops.
No,
Yeah,
seriously,
boy.
what
So
are you doing?
is this a VR game?
Pleasure.
It is.
It looks like a
It
VR.
is.
He's taking
I'm trying to
pictures.
take a photo of the fart cloud. I think that my anger.
Take a picture.
Probably help
The
us.
last time-
Yeah, last time I did that, he tried to kill
Oh my
me.
God.
Okay, let's
so
do it.
good.
Where's the fart cloud?
You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm out.
Yeah. No, I will follow you, okay? It's Krusty, the one that we don't associate with. He's a loser.
Yeah, we don't want Krusty near
Wait,
us.
what?
Krusty smells.
Oh my god.
Nasty,
I want to play with
depressing
these
Krusty will
guys.
show you.
You know, I've been told a few times Krusty has gonorrhea,
I gave it to him, sorry.
so we should really stay clear. Oh, I've just
Damn,
realised
Gina.
I'm stuck with
Oh my
Rickle.
God, this
You're gonna be
is so
dead in like a
hilarious.
minute.
It is.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, monkey! Monkey. Oh, Krusty, don't you wish you were over here with us with a fucking funny monkey? Loser.
The funny
I wish I
monkey.
was here.
I'd rather be walking around alone in the darkness right now. That's how I feel when I'm there anyway.
Why is my heart beating?
Where's the fart cloud? Can you open this coffin for us?
I'm dead in the inside anyway, so I'm just gonna stay here.
You stupid little cat thing.
No, neither of us can escape, by the way. You're trapped with me, little man.
You think I'm trapped with you? You're trapped with
you are
me.
actually trapped with
I like
Ryan
when that was
Reynolds.
scary.
Let's go
Ryan
take
Reynolds.
photos of the fucking
Scared.
mummy.
Can't-
Let's
can't
go.
escape
Where is he?
Ryan
Open
Reynolds.
this up. I can't
I'm
open it.
scared.
Uh-oh. My heart's beating.
I'm scared, Rickle.
Is my heart beating because the mummy's here, or is it because I'm in love? What are you?
It's 'cause you're scared to
doing
death.
here, loser?
These
Go back
VR
to the
games
club.
will. I
where
think
everyone-
somebody's gonna die from a VR game.
He just holy fucking
Yep.
shit, he just died.
Mr.
Oh
Jones.
my god.
No.
Yeah, but we
Hey,
didn't
Mr.
really
Jones.
care about him, did we?
I can feel you
Run.
nearby.
What the fuck was that?
Aye.
Oh, Krusty's gonna scare me again.
Why do I hear the voice of God in my ears right now?
Wait, piss off you.
Oh, there's the mummy.
Did you say you have a piss kink on? What the fuck?
I'm not the only one after you, Evan.
Yeah, who else is after me, huh, boy? I need my
Wow, that guy
I
has
need
a
my
great
flashlight.
voice.
I don't know where to.
He does.
Wait, where?
I wonder if it's
What?
from the game though.
Am I-
wonder
am
if
I
that's
alone?
The Mummy game.
Hello?
Wait.
Uh-oh. I
Uh-oh.
think I'm dead.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Run!
Krusty,
Yeah.
you ever watch
that is
SpongeBob?
It's a bizarre opening to a conversation.
That was good.
That was, dude. I know why they
Yeah.
won. That was pretty darn
Yeah.
good. Now there's
That
another.
was awesome.
There's another about 4 or 5 minutes of that for sure. But
Yeah, no, that was enough. And that was plenty.
it was.
And that was
scary.
great.
I was scared.
Yeah.
Next on the hit parade is Cryptic Gaming, and he did Cryptic Challenge. Protect the, and then it's Vi-King. So let's see what happens over
The
here.
Viking.
Viking. Oh, and this is ginormously long, so we're not going to
Yes,
be
the
watching
Viking.
this whole thing.
And today we're doing challenge week with Crypt. Now, what
It
is
looks like
this
a Viking.
challenge for this week, you
It
asked?
does. I agree.
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, what is the challenge?
It's Protect the VI King. We've got 2 members of Crypt that are
VI
coming in to
King.
try to protect who? You guessed it, me. I don't get
totally
to pick up anything other than auto pickup.
This
Sunday, Warzone.
This
The other 2
Sunday
guys have to
only.
protect me in the final circle, and we need a win. There.
We shall proceed.
All right.
I think only Americans get that reference, by the way. All
Overclock.
our UK fans are like, what are they even talking about?
So I should.
Right.
I don't see why people overclock controllers. I don't think
Move the mouse so we don't get any image showing the entire time.
People say they get huge difference, so I just why not?
What?
All right, let's go.
That is killer.
Where are we going?
you're good.
Okay, you're just floating.
You got a lot of people going there.
Yep, I see.
Now, what
that.
game is this? Is this
There's
Fortnite or is
people
this
in-
like
No, this is not
There's somebody
Fortnite.
on you.
PUBG? Like what other games
I
do
don't
you
think
fly
it's
into?
PUBG,
Oh, yeah, I'm
but
dipping.
yeah, it looks like it's a PUBG style game.
Yeah, because this looks like one of those concentric circle games where, like, basically you
I
can
haven't
be
played
anywhere and then you gotta get closer
PUBG
and
in
closer
like
to the middle.
years,
The
bro.
guy right there.
Yeah, I haven't played. I have
Coming
not
in, I'm
played
dropping
any
in,
of
boys.
the float-in games. So
Yeah, boys.
I got Guys near me.
That's alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting inside.
I'm going for the
We're only
sky.
gonna watch for a couple more minutes, but this is fun.
It's right next to the thing.
I like watching it.
Is there people
I do
right next
too.
to it?
No.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I think
No.
Now
the
that's an
dude- he
interesting
ran up the
question.
hill.
On these games, do they always put the weapons in the exact same spot? Do you know what I mean?
Probably not.
On certain maps.
Yeah, I had a full team dropping on the reg marker. I couldn't do that.
You know what the challenge is this week?
Let's get loading.
Protect the Viking.
There's a Bible here, but
Yeah, this is one of those
Viking.
map things where, like, see how the maps turn in red?
Wait, who?
If you don't get to the center, you die.
Yes,
like the
it
plague
goes
is
in.
I just joined in for a
The plague
second.
is coming. The plague.
So I think we should actually just go.
Speaking of which, this one's amazing.
Okay. Yeah,
Run.
if we can get loadout, that'd be great.
Yeah, let's go to
Run.
one unsold mine.
Run, Forrest, run.
Well, they haven't ran into anybody.
Nah. Well, they shot a couple people
haven't-
early on, so. Or that might have been a different game.
There you go.
On the other buy unsold mine.
Yeah, but I
Wait,
think that dude's
huh?
on his team.
Okay.
I'm just moving up a little bit.
We'll be back.
They're in the buildings to the left.
We'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're in
The
long.
the team knows where they're at.
Yeah,
So
but there's
now they're
people
moving
first.
in.
Oh, so this is like one of those ones where you have to like
It's my team
invade
versus
their
your team.
building.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a team
Right,
challenge,
okay.
and I think that they all have the
Let's see
same
the
kind of
zone.
deal. See how the red's
probably
coming
wanna-
in? I think everybody has to
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably want to get like
Oh,
here.
definitely closing in.
Yeah. People in that building.
Okay, let's
Let's go.
I like
the
his weapon
baby.
of choice though.
Let's do it.
the handgun.
He just has a handgun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chicken fry.
it's funny
That's
because in
badass.
CS, yeah,
Yeah.
in Counter Strike,
they're
the
rotating
Desert
towards
Eagle used to be a lot of
orange.
people's favorite.
Right.
From green?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
he's
I see.
upgraded, dude. He's upgraded.
Yeah,
he didn't stay with your advice.
Down one.
Oh. Oh.
That's so funny. His shadow,
Let's get
I
ready,
actually thought it was a dude
guys.
attacking him.
Down inside.
Back
He's, going,
mode?
he's getting rest,
Where?
Inside.
Ugh. Not gonna be able to
I'm just
do
gonna
much
put
more
myself
of
in
this.
cover.
Come on, kill somebody. Okay,
I'm
There
gonna
you
blow
go.
him with the salt, boys.
thank heaven.
Okay, this.
Oof.
All
I
right.
think that would have gone on for days. Indeed, it would have.
Yeah.
16 more minutes. So I
can
was just looking
see
for
why-
the action. I was looking for some kills, some kills.
Yeah. I was. Yeah. I
but-
can see why they take up hours of your time. And I'm like, yeah, I just played 2
Absolutely.
games.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
2.
Exactly. So what'd you do for most of the game? Ran. Wait.
Try to find
wait,
people.
Wait, I lied. I floated, and then I ran.
I floated, and then I ran.
floated,
Yep.
and then I ran, and then I
Ran.
floated, and then I ran.
Ran. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that I appreciated about Quake, especially with Respawn. Like, you could get like 75 kills in like an hour. You know what I mean? No problems. No problems. So next is Taco and Nacho TV. Award number 6.
Taco Nacho.
And it's-
Oh, I know Taco Nacho.
oh yeah, I follow them.
Yeah.
VR Food is Cursed is the name of the video. And again, this is a longer video, so we're not going to be able to watch the whole thing, but I'll probably
If
do some
it's
skippity
3D
chompity jam.
printed chicken, it is cursed.
Frick you!
Oh, I dropped my meat. Whoa, but I caught my meat midair.
Still can't
What's
believe
up?
that.
What's up?
There we go.
Woo! Cry!
Now, this
Cry
is the
when
one
you
thing I will say about Taco and
Why is
Nacho.
it not so far? Cheese?
That.
Cheese? Cheese? Cheese! I put bacon in it! Bacon on it!
Okay, so
What up, nerd?
Hi.
you ready
First
for
day
it?
or what?
I'm going to do my Taco and Nacho
yeah.
impression.
Yeah, me too.
This is my first
Okay.
day.
What the hell are we supposed to be doing here?
Professor, what's up? What's going on? Hey, we're doing a show.
What's up, nerd? What's going on? That's how it was. That's exactly how.
I don't know. We didn't play
Yo,
the
man, what's
tutorial.
happening?
I didn't go to training. I didn't go to
It's funny
training.
is I
Hey, yo,
yelled
look
so
at
loud.
look at this
I yelled so
Sid-looking ass
loud
from Toy
that
Story.
this actually
What's this guy want a
not
burger?
good.
Oh, how do I
So
make a
funny.
burger?
People in the house.
Oh,
Why is he yelling?
Oh, I gotta make 2 burgers. Oh, that's hot, dude.
Ooh, they
Are you
must have said a
okay?
bad word.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Can we get
freaking
that-
make
can we get
food.
that tech?
There we go. Take that
there.
food. Take it.
Get that
Take
food.
it.
Do I have a spatula?
Get it. Get it.
The frack!
Come get the food.
Okay, I'm gonna
Come
flip
get the
this over.
food.
I'm gonna flip this over. Oh no, they're burning. Oh, I need a plate.
Come get the food.
Just using his
Oh,
hand.
put my
Food.
patties on the plate. There you
Get
go.
food.
What's up? How you doing over
I don't.
there?
I don't
You
want to
doing
eat food from.
No!
Why?
Guys, apparently
He didn't have the
mustard is
gloves
not
on?
cheese.
He just like cheese. I'll go.
Whose
get
is
some
this?
food.
Order up. Is that good? No, is
Oh
that
my god.
bad?
Frick
Okay,
you,
I'm gonna
waitress.
join
You
halfway
don't want
through.
cheese.
Oh,
You don't want cheese. All right, my bad. My bad.
Yeeted
no,
it at that
no,
dude's head.
it's good. It's
I
still
saw
good.
him.
Like yeet,
Okay, it's good.
yeet, yeet.
Okay, we jump forward.
Ooh,
Cut! Thank you.
bacon. Raw bacon, right on it.
This.
Raw bacon.
So this
Nope.
is like a
And then
VR
you
game
have this,
that you basically are
this,
working
You're
at
just
a
like
burger
talking to
shop.
yourself over there.
Like, did
Yeah,
Burger
bro.
King or
Look at
McDonald's do
Julie's.
this? Because like literally, it's,
Suck it. Your food
Right.
can be faster,
Well,
but
the
is it
customer
more
service, too.
delectable?
It's
Is
the
it
best.
more
Hey, what suck it, you
nutritious?
do
I'll show you
actually
Is
got
it
a
more
delectable.
savoring?
Oh,
I'll show you
I
something
played
delectable.
VR burger making.
That's sus, okay.
Ketchup on this one.
It was fantastic.
Cheese,
it was a great job. I enjoyed
ping,
it.
pow.
Funny enough.
There we go.
Okay. Side note.
Honestly, I'm not even looking at you.
I don't know if you've heard about
Okay.
this. The most expensive game ever on,
Okay.
I think it's the Nintendo DS. Do you know what it is?
Cooking Mama or something like that.
It's really close to that. It's really close. It's a It's a Japanese McDonald's training game designed to train you on how to do stuff at McDonald's. Now, here's the funny thing is, like, there are people that have copies of it. It has a lock code. They didn't know what the lock code was. So like they literally had this super expensive game, but they couldn't play it. And then finally somebody found the lock code and they were able to play it. But when I heard that, I'm like, how is that inexpensive? It's because it's very rare, but like that doesn't seem like a really, I don't know.
I got you.
Learn how to work at McDonald's. You know what would be cool is if you got that game and then you immediately became like vice president. Like if you could beat the game, like you walk into McDonald's, you're like, I beat the game. They're like, vice president. You can.
Oh, yeah. It's like Ready Player One.
That would be sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if anybody steals our idea, like Burger King, Taco Bell, or Del Taco, or I don't know any other taco places. I want to say like 3 tacos in a row.
Yeah.
So number 7 is
number 7.
I don't want to say that one. Here, I'm gonna copy it and you
What
can
is
say it. Well, I'll copy it and you can say it. It'll be in the show notes in like 2 seconds. Do 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 do. There we go. You can say it.
Pew. P. Shoes. Poopy shoes. Poopy shoes.
There we go.
Poopy shoes.
And it's going up solo against 6 enemy fighters. What?
Poopy shoes.
And it's 8 minutes and 57 seconds. This is
so we're gonna watch 1 minute and
like,
2 seconds.
Yeah, this is like we're gonna see like one guy that he kills out of all of them.
Poopy shoes.
What's going on, everybody? So here's another DCS video for you. And so I'm isolating different missions and then creating a start to finish.
Look at that VR
condensed version of this mission,
that's
start
insane,
to finish, and a few others. So a lot of
Now,
fun
that's a
new
good
ways
question.
that we can look at this
Like, can you go
content.
into these VR games and learn how to
I
fly?
realized
Land on the
after
carrier, hop
filming
into
this
a real
one
plane,
and
and be like,
finishing the edits,
I know which
I realized
buttons
there's
to
a
press.
lot that goes
I did
on.
wanna
This
do
is a
some,
full flight simulator.
carrier
There's a
op.
lot of buttons that are being pressed.
Not
And
carrier
it
ops,
looks
I
like a
mean,
lot of head
landing
movement
on
and
the
whatnot,
carrier.
but I'm actually pushing a lot of these buttons
I
to
definitely
make
get
the
better at
aircraft do what I want and have, communicate with the radars, weapons, all that good stuff. So
I hear like
I figured I was
somebody
going
else
to
in
do a
this
video on the whole startup.
It's just the game. Me too. That's why I paused the audio. I'm like, what's the other voice that we're hearing?
Procedure to showcase how real this game is and how complex.
Yeah, look
and
at that.
how you're always
the VR
adjusting the
nature of
plane
this,
for different
it just seemed
circumstances that you're
amazing.
in. 38-mile range. So after taking off from the carrier here, we're moving into a
I want to see him
it's like a danger zone area.
Danger zone.
Yeah, there you go.
Highway if there's any remaining aircraft out there.
Enemies are destroyed.
Double check.
I got one more
AMRAAM 6. You check the radar and situational awareness just to make sure that there's
Welcome to the show, everybody.
no one that
Alright,
you can't see
nice.
that's beyond visual range that might be getting
Noise.
Nice.
All right. Well, cool. You're flying, dude, and it's complicated.
And I will say,
Time's up.
I was hesitant
Kill somebody.
to put all the carrier attempts on here, but
Oh,
I
could
think
you
it's a
imagine
flight
like
sim.
trying to land on the carrier like over and over and over
landing
again?
on the
like,
carrier is a
crash,
little bit harder than
crash,
you think. Now, if you don't know much about
Yep.
airplanes, and I can fill you in on why it's
Wow, I
great.
can't believe I missed that.
Normally,
Holy shit, I
the
suck
aircraft
at
I think he got. I think he.
full,
Oh my
come
God!
on,
that was
runway.
such a great
Slow down and
approach and
hit
all
its
that.
brakes, 'cause
Dude, you
can't
gotta
just
gun
land
it.
on
I was
the runway
floating
and
way
You
slam
gotta
too
the
push
low.
the
brakes
throttle
and
all the way
burn
up.
the brakes.
It's the only thing
And
I
right.
know
Oh,
about
That's
that.
not good.
Have you ever
So
seen
there's
them
also a
when
little
they
hook in
do
the back of
actually
the
go off
aircraft
of
that
a carrier?
you're
By the way,
landing where the
Have you ever
yes,
seen them go
there's like a rope that stops them.
Oh, there's also the reverse too. There's like a thing that pushes them forward, and once they get to the end and they get pushed off, they have to like crank the throttle to full, and it's like they literally go. And if you don't crank the throttle to full, you end up like that fool, like in the sink, in the drink. You're done. You're done. That looks like an amazing VR game, by the way. It looks like something
It
that
does.
definitely.
I think
would be
it's
fun to
Flight
play.
Sim. I really do think it's Flight Sim.
So your pal's up next. You know who that is,
pal?
right? Yeah, your pal. That's literally his name. Your pal.
Oh.
I know. I was waiting for you to say a name, but you didn't. So I just figured I'd give you the answer.
I was just
You're
like,
wait,
well,
who's
let's
my
see.
pal?
I'm like, come on, like, show me.
We tried the scariest horror map in VR, episode 2. Uh-oh. I'm scared already. We haven't even started.
Okay.
Come on. Do. Make it happen.
No!
This is because you should have.
This is some bullshit! No!
Every horror game ever.
Screw you, man! Screw you! Screw you!
Every single game. Your pal.
Your pal.
Damn it, this house, there's paranormal stuff, there's ghosts, there's weird old-time photography going on everywhere, and candles that I
That
don't
would be so
remember
cool if they
lighting.
had that weird lenticular photography,
book
but
is
it was
everything
VR kind
to
of
me.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hamilton and the
Constantly
autoerotic
shifting. Oh, I guess
asphyxiation
it would
is
be
just-
Harry Potter
it's a
photography.
great idea, man.
Where the
Great
person's always
American
like
novel.
moving.
I just don't know how I'm gonna finish this thing.
You're not.
Draft's here.
What?
Hey, buddy.
What?
What's going on?
Why is Draft here?
Well, he's our book consultant, and apparently he's supposed to be here right now. Isn't this the worst time in the world?
It is. You know about this house, right? All the people who died here over the years.
I'm not worried about it.
Funny.
Okay, just
Don't even
Okay, I'm
sweat.
going to jump
Just
forward to a
remind
jump
me.
scare.
Issues with
It has
your
to be
book.
around
many-
here. Jump scare. Come on.
YouTube, no!
That works.
Bro. Okay, somebody get me some Kleenex. I just shat myself.
Who were we talking about with extra underwear? on these games?
Hell no! Hell no! No! Why am I always last? No!
This is because you should have gone.
This is some bullshit! No!
Running skill.
Screw you, man!
Skill in
Screw
every single
you!
horror
Screw
game.
you! Screw you! Screw you!
Oh, I hate to laugh at
All right,
this movie.
extended.
Wow.
Be straight with me.
Oh, that looked so horrible.
That looked really good.
And I keep forgetting we're in
Well-
October, so like 90% of all winning clips this month will be some kind of horror game. Like
Right.
at least 90%. I was like, why are we seeing so much horror? And I'm like, oh, it's October. It's scary. It's Scary-tober. Number nine is
Number
going to
nine.
be Splashy Got Game. Is
Okay.
Call of Duty Vanguard a you're gonna have to tell me what this means. Is a Waran. I'm gonna throw this into the notes.
You mean that really old book, War and Peace?
Exactly. Tell me what that means. I got no ideas, man. I got no ideas.
Warren.
Man, in all these clips this week, there's no like 2-minute or 1-minute clips, really. There was one,
Okay.
but almost all of the rest of them are like
Like the channel, go back to the
45-minute clips.
channel. Let's go. If you're new here, click subscribe, post notification bell, click it so you get notified every time
Click
I post.
the notification
Look
bell.
at your screen right
Speaking
now.
of which, like and
I look at my
subscribe.
screen, I see Call of Duty Vanguard, which is the newest one about to come out. You see Plus-Gen bundle right there. I'm like, oh, alright, let me download it and then I'll play it when I got time. I don't really have time right now because I just recorded 2 videos over there.
We get it, man. We get it. We know. It takes
It's
time.
the 28th, man.
I
Hell,
tried-
bro.
I
I'm not
tried
gonna have
looking
time
it up.
tomorrow
I
to play it,
couldn't
so I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
For the sake of the channel.
He's telling us about stuff. Let's get into the game. I see some kills. I like how he's floating in space, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we getting that shit smoked.
You've got 10 seconds.
You have 10 seconds. Oh, jeez. Only have 10 seconds.
Enemy took your lives.
I got one. That's fine. It's real fast paced. Like you don't got time to sit down or nothing. You just gotta
That literally is
do,
me
dog.
in every video game. That is me in every video game. I got it.
Meet me,
I
dog.
killed
Meet
one
me.
guy. Yeah, but we got shot 50 million times and we all died. You're an idiot.
I met him. That guy met me.
He got taken the hell out.
Ooh, that's how.
And again.
Oh!
Careful there, you got under 10 lives left.
I would be hearing that every day, all day. You have under 10 lives left. Be careful.
You got 10 seconds.
You've got 10 seconds and 10 lives.
Why
Make
are
it
he
happen.
yelling at you?
I don't know. He's like a drill sergeant.
You got 5 lives left.
In 5 seconds.
Already?
Exactly.
Once again, top of the leaderboards.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
if I
so
can keep
funny.
playing games
One more
like
time.
that. Oh.
One more time. And done. Love that look at the end. Let me see if I can pause that frame. Oh, that's classic. Let me see if I can get it. Come on, pause frame. That was my favorite. Oh, stupid thing. Put a thing right in the middle.
I got you.
So that's number 9. Number 9. One left.
How many
One
of these?
left.
One
10.
left? Okay.
10.
All right.
Declan OMD, Minecraft SMP, Beco Land Season 1, Episode 2. That's so complicated I can't even explain it. And how long is this? 7 hours? Yeah, this one's 7 hours. We're watching officially 2 minutes of this.
Welcome
Tops.
to the channel, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome to the channel.
And we're done.
Yeah,
No,
we're done.
I'm kidding.
Let's go to here. 21 minutes in.
At the time, we're pretty consistent with that.
Minecraft.
That bar's just changed once more. We're
done.
Minecraft. Cool. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all the award winners, and there were a lot this week.
Yep.
And the thing was that none of the award winners this week was like a minute or 2 minutes. I remember that one show where we had to watch that one clip 15 times. We're like, what? Hey, Ashley. She is blowing everything up.
She already blew it up. Yep.
And Ashley, tell 2 friends, and then they can tell 2 friends because we need 10 people. So we ain't gonna be giving many pips away this month. That's the way I look at it. I wanted to though.
Do you know what happened yesterday?
Hey, did you just install something in my USB drive? Or my HDMI port? Or did you plug something in my headphone jack? It's time for Tech Talk.
Yeah.
TikTok.
The
So what happened yesterday? As if I didn't already know.
Facebook, Instagram, and some other site that nobody cares about went down.
It's so funny that you say some other site that nobody cares about, and I'll tell you why in a second. Because let me get the story up here. And let me zoom in a little. Get the story up. Zub, 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 zub. Zoop.
Start your day with AP Morning. Yeah.
I can't stand these ads anymore. Driving me crazy.
Every day, all day. Let's start it. Yes.
Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram suffer worldwide outage. So there's a lot of conspiracies around this, and Facebook is saving face by saying, "Oh, well, we just had a glitch." You've heard about it, right? What happened?
I don't really know what happened. I don't know. It just went down, and I couldn't send messages to you.
Yeah, it was funny because I was like, man, he's ignoring me. And then I found out Facebook was down. So 3 things. First of all, WhatsApp is the #1 app in China. And WhatsApp basically is an everything app. So like if you go to a convenience store in China and you get like a sticky bun or whatever you eat in China, you actually use your phone to pay for it through WhatsApp. You go to the market, you don't give cash to somebody. You go, hey, what's your WhatsApp? And you like show them your like little QR code. They snap it and then they say $5 and then you press the button and you give them $5. Like it's huge. Wow. It's a ginormous app. It makes Facebook look like a little teeny tiny app in my opinion. Now, conspiracy goes like this. Sunday night on 60 Minutes, there was a Facebook whistleblower. And then all of a sudden, Monday, there's an outage.
What was the whistleblower thingy?
Okay, so this is the way the whistleblower put it. Good news, makes people stop watching. Bad news and negative things make people watch more. So instead of Facebook doing what was good for people, they did what was good for their pocketbook. So they were promoting like anti-vaxxers. They were promoting things that got people infuriated, like gun shootings and violence. And what was happening was the more they were promoting it and the more that people were seeing it, the more money they made, and then the more it would happen. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so like it just spiraled out of control. And so the whistleblower said that Facebook was well aware that they were doing this. It wasn't like they got to a crossroads and they were like, oh, we're so confused, we don't know what to do. They were like, okay, we make more money. Okay, we're going to make more money. And they kept going in that direction. They were just live in Congress today, too. The whistleblower was live in Congress. And so, but it's weird that the day after the whistleblower, there was an outage. And they have a reasonable explanation for it. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, this is the technical reason, blah, 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 blah. And if you read the article, I've seen it in a couple of places. It's some kind of like, I'm not like a computer geek guy. It doesn't. But what they basically said was like their first server had a problem and then that server caused the next server to have a problem and then it just crashed all the servers and it was like this little tiny glitch because they just upgraded something. Like I said, seems awfully suspicious. But I was totally blown away that it was down for 6 or 7 hours. I personally didn't actually really notice. The only thing that I found weird was I went on Instagram and I'm like, what's going on? You know what I mean? It's, can't connect. This is weird. But for me, it wasn't like, oh my God, my life's over. But so many people run their businesses off of Facebook. Could you imagine like you go to a Walmart or whatever and it's closed for like 8 hours. Right. And it's closed for like 8 hours. I mean, that is really actually a very big deal. And the one that I think is actually a bigger deal in regards to this, and it's directly related.
I know. Yep.
Yeah, you're like, I know what you're going to say now.
I know what you're going to say.
I know what you're going to say. Is this one right here. Oculus. Down.
The Oculus.
So the way that the Oculus works now, because I actually was a Kickstarter backer, like, but yeah, no, I was a Kickstarter backer because I wanted, since 1996, I've always wanted VR, always. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, Oculus now requires you to have a Facebook account. Get off my screen.
We'd like to show you notifications. Can we send you notifications while you sleep?
No, I'm going to drink beer.
You sure? Okay.
I'm still going to drink beer though. So if you went to use the Oculus store, since there was no Facebook, there was no Oculus. So therefore you couldn't use your Oculus. That sucks. That to me is just like the worst.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been complaining. Like there are certain people that literally the day that Oculus made that announcement, they threw their Oculus in the trash. They were like, oh, well.
I get it. Yeah, I don't have a Facebook. And
well,
if I do, I forgot all my login stuff.
Right, exactly. And then, of course, I of course, have to do some blatant self-promotion, and I tweeted about this.
Of course, it's our show.
This is the most important thing that we'll read today. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit farther so you can read it even better. And I'll read my own post, which I probably can't even. Is the Oculus Facebook connection a PlayStation 4 battery style issue, making all games unplayable? When the zombie apocalypse network outage occurs, all games need to be ZA contingent plan, ZACP, as we need something to do in those bunkers. Like this is, I'm being serious here. Like, you've heard about the PlayStation 4 problem, correct?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to PlayStation.
Yeah, you're not a PlayStation fan. If you took the battery out of your PlayStation and you did not connect to the Sony network, you literally couldn't play any of your games at all.
Yeah,
because it needed to authorize, and since the battery was pulled out, it went back to the default time. And it couldn't connect and get the real time. Since it couldn't get the real time, you couldn't play any of your games. Well, this is the same as Facebook going down. If Facebook goes down and you go to play a Facebook game, like not a Facebook game, but an Oculus game, you're out of luck. And all of these companies need to make what I call the zombie apocalypse contingency plan. Like I need to be able to, while the zombies are outside my door, go into VR and play a zombie game.
Of course. Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Of course. Gonna go shoot some zombies. Now, do you believe in fast zombies? Like I've had this discussion with you, I think, before. Do you think that fast zombies should exist?
Yes, because this is why.
Okay.
Because they're still human in every aspect besides their like mind and being able to do certain things. But as years go by, when they're not getting the nutrients that they need, I think they slow down a lot in search.
Okay, I buy into that. So like a well-fed like zombie, one that just ate, is fast.
Yes.
But if it hasn't eaten in a day or two, then it's starting to slow down. A month or two, it's slowing down almost to nothing. A year or two,
it's just standing
a tree
or dead on the
it's a tree.
ground. Yes.
Now here's the question though: can it come back to life if you like throw some like meat at it,
blood
or
at it,
pour
and
some
stuff,
blood?
and
Yeah,
brains?
like if it gets
Probably,
if you pour milk over its head and it's actually blood.
Yeah.
You pour blood over its head and then it becomes fast zombie again. Now, how fast?
Probably
like it's a couple seconds.
I mean, I think that's the same thing with like vampires. If they haven't eaten in so long, they just wolf up and then you give them blood.
Yeah, that is the mythos. Because like a vampire can live forever in a coffin that's buried under the water. It's just stuck. You know what I mean? There's a lot
Ashley
of different
agrees.
books.
So I mean, it must be right. I don't know.
That's funny. That is too funny.
Ooh, she said weather affects them too.
Zombies? I guess that makes sense. They're rotting, decaying flesh.
Like,
well, yeah. But I mean, let's think about this. They've got clothing on and they're rotting, decaying flesh, and they're not smart enough to dry their clothes out. So then now they're just a big giant pile of mound that's like, I can't move. I can't move.
Yeah. What about if they're in the desert and it's 120 degrees? Like
they burst
sunburn.
into flame.
Yeah.
Burst into flame.
Yeah. Let's do it. Flaming zombies.
Two quick things. Sega Mini. Have you seen the Sega Mini?
No.
It's a lot like the Nintendo Mini. I actually have the Sega Mini right over there. It's got 40 games on it. And I will tell you, it is one of the best ones, and I'll tell you why. It's got a great game selection. It's got some impossible games like Contra. I'll never be able to finish that game. I can barely play
down,
that game.
down, left, right, B, A, start.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Even with infinite lives, that game is still impossibly hard. But it also gives you two. Oh, that's four. It gives you two original controllers, as opposed to most.
Yeah. Here's my question: can you save in game?
Yes, you can. And that's the other thing I was going to say is that they've added saves to a lot of games that didn't have saves, because that was the biggest problem. Like if you lost in Contra, go to the beginning, start all over. So it does have saves. And it doesn't do that goofy thing. You remember the way that they used to do saves back in the day? They would give you like a 4-digit code or like a multi-number letter combination.
I remember Legends of Zelda on NES. You had to hold the select button and like the power at the same time in order to save your game.
Oh, that sucks. That's like a recipe for disaster if I've ever heard of one, for sure. One other technology note. Let me see if I can get this up on screen because the zoom feature is bad. Zoom. This is a new M.2 drive. Now, the company that's making it is a company that's been around for a long time. It's Acer, and they're making the M.2 drive. Now, the reason I'm bringing it up is because it's cheap. Like, it's cheap. These M.2 drives are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And the read-write speed is not bad, but you can get like a 1 terabyte for $110, $120. And the speeds on these, like literally every single RAID system that I've ever owned was 1/10 as fast as this. Because RAID systems, while inherently fast, but if you're using a spinning drive, they're not that fast. And the reason this is important is because everybody needs fast. Fast.
Everybody needs
fast. And last but certainly not least, before we get to something completely different, this one cracked me the hell up, by the way. I am a fan of retro tech. Huge fan of retro tech. And funny enough, I have my old... The reason I've never been a huge fan of the Nintendo was because I was a Sega guy. And that was the classic battle, Sega versus Nintendo. And I was never a huge fan of this computer. It's the Atari ST. But when I saw this, I had to bring it onto the show because it made me laugh so hard. He bought this computer in 1986, and he's still running his campsite. He still runs the entire campsite off this computer from 1986. And the funniest thing is, he says that it boots like that. is like super fast. Like he clicks it on and he's typing.
Nice.
Compared to a modern computer, which is like you turn it on and like you might have to go get a drink. You might have to go get something to eat. You might have to go blow something up. Who knows?
And then it's like Windows is going to shut down and restart. Oh, this might take several minutes.
Right. Exactly. Oh, and we need to do an update. Do you want to do that update later or right now? You have 3 seconds to decide. 2 seconds to decide. 1 second to decide. We're doing it now. We're doing it now. We're doing it now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, my mom calls me on like that all the time. Like, what is my computer telling me? And I'm like, just ignore it. It's being a pain in the butt. It's stupid. That's stupid. That's a stupid computer. They do stupid things.
They do.
You know
Computers do stupid things.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much their job in life. So
It is.
Is just to constantly bombard people.
Do you remember when Michael Jackson first did the moonwalk? Or
Yeah.
the day Half-Life was released? Maybe today was the day Flaming Hot Cheetos was made? Well, let's find out what this day in history has for us.
Ooh, Amanda in the chat, you joined us at the right time because this is going to be a good one. This day in history.
This day in history brought to you by Tick and Professor.
By BBC TV.
Yes. Big
Premieres something completely different in
Completely different.
1969. 5 Brits and 1 American. Bright and smart.
And now for something completely different.
Flying Circus.
Welcome to MontyPulter.com, and today we're counting down
Oh
our
my
picks
God.
for the top 10 Monty Python TV moments.
We're not gonna watch this whole thing only because like somebody else is going to.
Yeah, no, we don't need to watch it all.
For this
but
list,
just a
we're
little
only
bit.
I
including...
absolutely love Monty Python. We'll just play the video. Like, who needs
Yeah.
her talking?
Yeah, there you go. It's like
Oh,
the
here's
best
the
of,
interesting
but-
question. Can you name these sketches? You know what I mean?
No, I have no idea.
I can only name a couple of
Number
them.
10, Upper Class Twit of the Year.
Upper Class Twit of the Year. That's
That
so
sounds like
funny.
us.
You mean the lower class
The
scum tund of the
twits.
month?
Oh man.
Oh,
Uh,
he was the first to pass, by the way, out of all of them.
like a kidney stone?
No, I wish it was like a kidney stone. No, he DED'd. He DED'd. He be dead.
Oh.
He be dead.
Oh yeah. You know,
There's
well,
only
it
a
was
few of them left, actually.
1969, and he was probably
And,
like 30
to be-
something here.
To be quite honest, even if there was no Monty Python, which I'm glad there was, Monty
Yeah, me
Python
too.
gave us one of my favorite directors of all time, Terry Gilliam.
Ted
Terry
Gilliam?
Gilliam is like
Yeah.
genius
Yep.
upon genius.
I'm right there with you.
For anybody who hasn't seen some of his films, like Brazil, such a wacko film, but so
Yes.
amazing. And then Baron Munchausen, and the list goes
Oh,
on
The
and
Adventures
on
of
and on.
Baron Munchausen is amazing. That's one of my favorite
Unbelievable
movies
film.
of all time.
And again,
Yep.
without Monty Python, and I don't think Terry Gilliam is able to make those kind of things. And for
Right.
anybody who doesn't know, Terry Gilliam was the only American, and he's the one that did all the in-betweens. So all
Yes.
of the fancy drawings and stuff. Fancy drawings. So Monty Python, wow. We're starting
All
out with a
right.
bang. I don't think we can. I think this day in history is over because that's the best one. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's actually we got a good one. Steve Jobs, he died in October 5th, which is today in 2011.
Well,
And
that's
if you guys
sad.
don't know who Steve Jobs is, he's the co-founder of Apple.
Yeah, the
So,
history, it's funny because
your
the
phone.
history of Apple, like, again, I had an issue with Apple because I didn't like Apples. Speaking of which, I have an
Right.
Apple sitting right there.
You do.
I was a big fan of the Amiga, and Amiga and Apple were competitors. And the thing was that Steve Jobs got fired from Apple, went to Next. Apple almost went belly up. They brought Steve Jobs back to Apple, and during the time that he was at Next, there was a little company. Have you ever heard of this company? It's PIXAR. They're tiny. Have you ever heard of those guys?
No.
He helped create PIXAR. And the head of PIXAR now, his name is Mr. John Lasseter. And I love that dude because he brought Miyazaki films, which, again, tangent to the left. But the reason it's important is that John Lasseter sat Steve Jobs down, just like Mr. Jobs, and he told him, it's not about the hardware. It's about what's on it. You want a cut of the action. You want a cut of the movies. You want a cut of the music. Where do you think the Apple Store came from? Where do you think the iPod came from? Like, it wasn't, they could give two craps that the iPod was awesome. They wanted to sell you music, and they sold a lot of it. And then they sold a lot of videos, and they kept selling, and it's the content that made them the most money. And here's the worst part. You don't own any of it.
We don't, no.
You're renting it. Like, you can't, like, if I said, hey, do you have that new Alanis Morissette album that I made up because she's on, have you seen it, by the way? She's on a show these days. Have you seen her?
No.
Alanis Morissette. Yep. She's on a show called Alter Ego.
She's God.
Yes, she is, as a matter of fact.
She's God.
And when she talks, your head explodes. She's on a show called Alter Ego now. She's one of the judges. And the reason I bring her up is because, like, she was a huge megastar, and she was God.
She was. Yep, she was God.
And, wow.
Oh, and Ryan Reynolds has something to do with her. Like, a big something to do with her. Yeah, they were an item. Did you know that?
Ryan Reynolds.
You didn't know that? They were an item.
Oh, they did. They did.
They bumped. That's where his.
They dated.
Yeah,
they did.
They were
friends.
He got.
Got jiggy with it. There we go.
Yes.
Slip in that Will Smith reference.
He showed the Green Lantern.
So, what happened in 1947? 1947.
Harry S. Truman delivered his first presidential speech on TV. And guess what? I dug way down into the bowels of YouTube to deliver you guys this clip.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Chief Justice, fellow citizens, I accept with humility the honor which the American people have conferred upon me. I accept it with a resolve to do all that I can.
Why do I really wish, like, the Lollipop Guild from Wizard of Oz comes out? Like, we represent the Lollipop Guild.
We have close enough.
I need the help and the prayers of every one of you.
All right, we're good. We're good. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah,
that is funny on every level.
Mr. President. Mr. President.
We face
and did you know?
I did not.
In 1930, a airship crashed, like a huge airship crashed in Europe.
Now, are we talking about like a Zeppelin? Are we talking about like what happened in Jersey?
Yeah.
The Jersey
Zeppelin? there's a video of it. Go watch this video.
So for
and it killed everybody on board. Yeah. In 19
this is a different one though. Yeah, this is a different one because the one
it's perhaps the most famous disaster ever recorded.
Get it started. It's right. It's terrible. Oh my, get out of the way, please. It's running.
When the Hindenburg fell to earth in a ball of fire in 1937, the world had a front row seat.
All the humanity, all the fans just screaming around it.
But in 1930, no cameras were present to capture the disaster that befell the R-101 airship, which burst into flames in an equally spectacular fashion, killing 48 passengers and ending the British airship program. During the early 1900s, the majestic lighter-than-air dirigibles ruled the skies over Europe. While the airplane of the 1920s remained a work in progress, the airship was viewed as a sophisticated and efficient mode of air travel.
Airplanes were rickety and unreliable and noisy.
I just like that line, though, Professor. Airplanes were rickety.
Are rickety. Yeah.
So in school, when I was a kid, we took chemistry class. Did you take chemistry class by any chance?
I did, but it wasn't really my thing.
Well, no, this was the coolest experiment. We took a glass of water and we took like a battery and we took some test tubes and we took the electricity with the water and we split the water into oxygen and hydrogen. And then we lit the hydrogen and that's what happened to the Hindenburg.
Cool. That is.
Ba-boom.
All right.
Next.
The last one.
Yes.
And this one's a fun one too, because
Yes,
one of my favorite bands of all time. In 1962, the Beatles released their first record, Love Me Do.
And what I'm going to do is scramble the crap out of this so that we don't get in trouble. You're not going to be able to hear it scramble, but it will be.
50 years ago this week, something remarkable happened. 4 young men from Liverpool released a record that changed everything.
Come on, scramble this. Scramble, please scramble. Oh, we are so going to not be able to. Just take our.
Yeah, it's okay.
away.
We're good.
We never knew that
it.
music was going to change the world's idea and what kids could do.
Yeah, it was a game changer.
Changed my life completely.
It really was.
It was a game changer.
Working at General Office just around the corner. Next minute, I'm in the hub of Beatlemania.
And for some, there was a brief moment of fame.
I love that they went to Germany for like a year and were nobodies, and played in like these real slimy, sleazy bars.
This is the story of that momentous year.
And they're just
Beer
like...
cost 10 pence a pint. The average wage was £800 a year, and bread was 5 pence a loaf.
Actually, on my
unemployment here was at record levels, and its youth had to make music a way out.
I'm guessing that's Liverpool, everybody.
Was
that's
the
how good the Beatles knowledge
literally
is.
Everything changed for me. I started it as a 15-year-old schoolboy. Only just 15, by the way.
Dude, that's amazing. I dig it. I dig it. Today in history. This was a good one. I agree. Beatles Mania was huge. The only thing that was bigger than Beatles Mania was the backlash against Beatles Mania.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I know what's next.
Oh no. Oh no.
I hope. Oh, we have 6 people watching. They're gonna be in for a treat here.
Oh, 6 people.
Oh, yeah. Did you see what intro I put for it? So you can grab that one.
Yeah, I've got the video. Do you want me to do the one below it first?
Yeah, intro. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Let me see if I can make this happen.
Amanda, Ashley, whoever else is here.
Inside your body, which is most certainly natural, provided you have not come here from a distant future where humans are part machine. Advocates say that vampire facials make you look more fresh-faced by reducing wrinkles, fine lines, and acne scars, as well as shrinking pores. Here's what you can expect during a vampire facial. First, a doctor will want to draw your blood.
Stop. Stupid. This is the precursor. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Messing up our show.
So listen what this is. Oh.
Okay. I'll call you guys up in just a second, okay? Okay, yeah. Thank you. Come on in.
It's like a dentist's office. I'm scared.
Okay, so here we go. Yeah, we're just...
I like the credentials. We need credentials in the background, Professor.
We do.
Make us seem more real. More legit.
We do.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to have Jessica draw your blood, and we're going to actually spin it in a machine called a centrifuge, so it separates your blood from your plasma. I'm going to put some numbing cream on your face and let you numb up.
And
then while that's spinning and separating your plasma, then once that's done, we put it into syringes and then we inject it into the face. Phenomenal for skin texture, collagen, stimulation, pores, stepping up your game in the skin game, better moods. The key is to be hydrated and fed before you come in. He hates needles, can't you tell?
Dude, there were kids that used to sell their plasma in college, dude. Like,
yeah.
that was a thing.
Fast forward this one a little bit, and then we'll actually. So, for those of you out there, this is called the vampire facial. It's not a sexual thing. This is a.
They take your blood out, they spin it in a centrifuge, get the plasma out of it, which you could go sell that if you needed a couple bucks.
And then they
shoot it in your face.
Splooge it all over your face.
Oh, I thought they were shooting it in your face, like needling that crap into your face.
Yeah. Keep on going forward.
Tomorrow. Then the day after that, you're probably.
Yeah, there you go. That's what they do with your. Yeah, look, that is what. Yeah, you're.
With the micropen, with injectables, it's usually.
So if you go to that video right above this
I'm going to the other video. Yeah. That's where we're going.
It actually goes through and it will explain everything about this damn vampire facial. And I looked up
facial and what to expect.
Vampire facials are often seen as a natural alternative to fillers.
No. Let's make it into a game.
Some may see
Let's make it into a game.
Don't
just tell me.
medical equipment and bulk
and
calling
I'll
this
get the button ready.
natural. Vampire facials use materials grown right inside your body, which is most certainly natural, provided you have not come here from a distant future where humans are part machine. Advocates say that vampire facials make you look more fresh-faced by reducing wrinkles, fine lines, and acne scars, as well as shrinking pores. Here's what you can expect during a vampire facial. First, a doctor will want to draw your blood.
Part of the Today in History section.
Sorry, that's the only one I promised. Then they'll spin it fast in a centrifuge. This separates out the platelets, tiny cells that cause the body to build more blood vessels, collagen, and dermal tissue. Their growth-inducing capabilities have been used to treat athletes and burn victims for more than 20 years. This is also where the vampire facial gets its other name,
depending on which
the
vampire you talk
plasma or PRP facial.
Oh, and I have
the doctor fills a syringe with a platelet-rich solution and applies it in one of 3 ways. They inject the solution as they would during a Botox treatment. They use a microneedling device to create tiny pores in your skin where the plasma can be absorbed.
I think that's worse.
Or they combine both of these methods. If you're nervous about the pain, you can ask for a topical numbing solution to be applied before the microneedling or injection. After the treatment, you should expect some swelling and redness. But once inflammation fades, you can look forward to smoother skin and a better complexion. Results can last several months, or, according to some doctors, up to 2 years.
Lifetime.
Do you like games?
Do you?
We are about ready to play one.
So now I get to guess. I get to guess.
All right. Hey, yeah, let's do people in the chat too.
Yes.
So
everybody
it's an
guess.
Average.
Everybody guess.
So it's an average. So it's an in
I'm not gonna
between.
look. I'm not gonna look at the chat. I'm not gonna look at the chat. Whoever gets closest gets 1,000 pips. 1,000 pips.
Let's just, for example, it could be between $5 and $10.
No. We're all gonna guess. Don't be trying to sway the people in the chat because there's 10,000. There's 1,000 pips
Ashley
up
said
for
she would try. Yep.
Well, Ashley, more power to you. More power to you. Oh, and I have another. I got to look this up real quick while we're doing this. So we're gonna give some people some time to put that in, and we'll do like not Jeopardy theme music. We'll get to the actual Jeopardy music. So I am ready with an answer. Do you have some people in the Chitty chat that have put in some
guys
guesses?
In the chat? Yeah, they're about 2 minutes behind. So guys in the chat,
they're about 2 minutes behind. Damn it!
How much do you think this facial?
How much do you think this costs? And Tick's going to do a side story while we're waiting, so that way.
Yeah. I just want to know how much would you pay for this facial?
It's not how much would you pay, it's how much do you pay. How much do you pay? Like this isn't the barter system. Like I'll pay $5. No. When you go to the place, they've got a number.
I'll gladly get a hamburger today if I could pay you on Tuesday.
For a facial today. Have you seen this? Like this immediately is what came to mind when you were talking about this. And let me see if I can zoom in.
Oh, okay.
Startup offers.
I got one guess.
Cool. Startup offers. Oh, and I have my guess, and I'm not changing it, but I don't want to say it to adversely affect whoever guesses. Startup offers young blood transfusion to rejuvenate the body. They literally, and I am not joking, get kids. They take the kids' blood and then they transfuse it into old people. This is a legit business. I am not joking. I did not make this up.
Did you ever see that movie Death Becomes Her? Bruce Willis, Goldie Hawn, and
100%, and I absolutely love that film. Absolutely,
I do too.
100% love that film.
All right.
So when you said that we were going to be doing a vampire facial, I didn't really know what that meant. You know what I mean? Then once we saw what it was, that was the very first thing that came to mind, was this story that I had seen a while back. This story right here is the most insane thing that I had seen recently. They literally get like 8-year-old's blood, and they will take the 8-year-old's blood, and then they will put it in like a 70-year-old. Creepy on every level. Okay, it's almost time. I'm going to have to make my guess. I am ready.
We're good. Go ahead.
My guess is $250. And I do not have a Groupon. If I did, it would be 10% off, making it only $225.
Okay. Ashley said 1,500.
Ooh. Anybody else? No other guesses?
All right. Retail value for this micro needling fee can cost you $800.
What? I wasn't even close. Ashley wins for sure. $250. So angry. And you know who would do that? You know who would get this done, by the way, for $850?
It's that time in the show where we discuss your favorite celebrities and the crazy things they get up to. Okay, maybe they think they're celebrities.
Wow. Maybe they think they're celebrities, everybody. Maybe they do. What? They are putting ads on top of ads with a flavor.
They always do that.
Yeah. So I am just going to, let me see if I can zoom in on the title of this, and then you can take it from there, because this is just ridiculous. Rock legend walks into a bar and nobody notices.
Sounds like a joke.
It does, actually. It does. Although I have to admit, a lot of rock legends look like vampires. They look like
they do.
Not so good ski. Like, I'll just be honest. Like, I saw, who was it? I saw Keith Richards on. He didn't look great before. Like, and then I saw him the other day. Man, I was scared. So who is this rock legend? Oh, I see it. I can read. But you tell me. Tell me.
It's Mick Jagger. He walked into a bar, and nobody noticed him. Nobody
noticed him?
Look, yeah, there it is. Look. Mickey Jagger. He walked into a bar.
Nobody notices him?
Nobody noticed him. And look at that bar. It's like he picked the most random bar, too.
I was going to say. He's like, I feel like I'm back home in England, in the bad part of town when I was 12.
Just having a beer behind you. Yep.
You know what would have been weirder, though? You know what would have been weirder, though?
What?
What would have been weirder if somebody was like, dude, are you Mick Jagger? And he's like, no, not Mick Jagger. Oh,
right.
I want to hear him yelling. Why am I not hearing him yelling? Oh, because the music's off.
Writer Jeremy Markovich brightened the photo, looking for clues. Computer enhanced the beer. But attempts at determining what Mick was drinking were futile.
Enhanced?
Markovich.
Why are we enhancing the beer? He stopped by to drink a beer and nobody recognized him. That is really literally the story.
About this kind of place.
I think would have been a better story is one random stranger notices Mick Jagger and gets tickets to the front row for the rest of his life. That would have been a much better story.
As one fan posted, I get a beer, it looks like a guy getting a beer. Mick Jagger gets a beer, it looks like a classic rock album cover. Ginny Merce, CNN.
Ninja, please. That was
so we found that it was like a Coors ribbon label.
Well, okay, so he has bad taste in beer. What can we say? I mean, I'll just be honest. I've never been a Coors fan. Like, although I have to admit, like, the most non-manly beer of all times is one of my favorites by Coors, and I will explain this beer, and then it will make perfect sense.
Okay.
It's an 8-ounce can. Let's start there. Or no, wait. It's a 10-ounce can. It's not an 8-ounce. It's a 10-ounce can. It's not even a mini can. It's not even a full can. It's a 10-ounce can. And then it's Coors, and it's like a lemony, orangey kind of beer. It's my favorite beer for some reason. And you know what the best part is? You can't get it. Like, they stopped making it. They're like, one guy in the middle of the country likes it. We're not making it anymore.
Yeah,
so,
we don't need this.
We don't need to make that
Not
anymore.
enough sales. We don't.
Not
we
enough
don't
sales.
Need this.
Not enough sales.
And you,
so
decent
cool.
guy? No. Terrible human being.
How old are your girls now?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Is Ryan Reynolds missing a tooth? What do you... No, these are all my teeth. What the hell's going on here?
Ryan Reynolds is missing a lot of things.
Let's get these calf implants out too while we're at it.
They were no longer dressed up as Pirates of the Caribbean, but everybody was dressed up as Deadpool.
Ha! Suck it, Jack Sparrow. Yeah, no, nothing. There's nothing that can. There's no space in that thing at all. When I put it on, I can actually taste my own genitals. It's disgusting. Aviation American Gin slogan, take one.
Oh, there it is.
Aviation American Gin, an illusory and fleeting sense of well-being. Aviation American Gin slogan, take two. Aviation American Gin. If you're drinking anything else, you're drinking bullshit. Aviation American Gin. It'll get you
drinking bullshit.
Totally, 100%. I just fell in love with this blue shirt.
That's clearly what I'm drinking. I
No,
want to see
seriously.
three guys
I
so
made
bad.
100% breathable cotton in the next
time.
2 minutes.
I think this thing goes on for like 13 minutes.
Okay, well, we can't watch all 13 minutes. Although
fan
I
questions
would.
here that I got. First one comes from
what Eminem did
Brian
in Detroit?
Blenolds.
No, what did Eminem do in Detroit?
He opened up a spaghetti place called Mom Spaghetti.
What?
Like a restaurant, yes.
Mom Spaghetti, come on down.
He's actually like owner and...
Oh, that's so funny. Well, knowing his history, the reason that I find Mom Spaghetti so funny as the name is like if you walk in, you get a slice of abuse to go with the spaghetti. You just get slapped.
But that's the line too in that 8 Mile song. You know, he's nervous. Throw up on his shirt, Mom Spaghetti. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the question. If you walk in with spaghetti already on your shirt, do you get a free plate? Did they feel bad for you?
Yeah,
Look,
no.
I was on stage. Can you tell?
Right. He is so smart. He made it like, yeah, if you actually go to this story.
Where is that
and
story?
Go to, it's right under, I highlighted it
there
for
it is.
you.
I see it now.
Yeah.
I see it now. I see it now. Let me zoom in a little bit.
So, yeah, look, he made like this full-on little place in Detroit.
Oh, that
and
is
literally
funny on every level, man.
Serves Mom Spaghetti, and he's actually serving it. Look at that.
Hi, I'm a rock legend. Would you like some spaghetti? Actually, no, I'm a hip-hop legend. I apologize to the rock community.
Right?
Man, and the prices aren't that bad. I mean, they're definitely more hipster
I mean, it's an
prices
$11
than Detroit.
sandwich.
Yeah,
pop,
I mean, it's more hipster
water,
prices than they are like Detroit
spaghetti,
prices, I'll be honest.
Vegan balls.
Vegan balls.
You know.
And you can get a
But
pop.
$9. $9 is not that bad.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Hip-hop legend serves spaghetti while a rock legend gets a beer and nobody notices him. News at 11. That is funny.
I mean, you know,
level.
Stan number 2 is going to show up and be like,
no
I've
doubt,
waited
dude.
out here for hours and hours and hours, and you never served me that spaghetti.
I never got any spaghetti. I'm going to go drive off. I'm going to drive off a cliff now.
I'm
going to kill my kids. Wait, how am I going to mail this if I'm in the car? That's my favorite part of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Have you seen this one?
Man. No. What the hell?
So apparently somebody used Clint Eastwood and said that Clint Eastwood, because Clint Eastwood's ancient, like I think he's in his 90s now. They said that he like was using CBDs, and Clint's like, no, I'm not. And so he sued him, and he won. Just like in Clint Eastwood fashion, he wins $6.1 million because I don't use no damn CBDs. I just beat the crap out of people, and I feel younger.
He's like every day I just smoke a pack of cigarettes and I eat bacon sandwiches, and that's how I stay this young.
I think that's John Wayne, but we can attribute it to Clint, except be careful because he'll sue us. And $6.1 million later, I don't eat bacon.
And he'll be like, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore and I don't eat bacon.
Exactly.
It's turkey bacon. You call that bacon?
No, I don't. That ain't real bacon. Have you had turkey bacon? That stuff's horrible.
Yeah, but you know what? Prices of bacon is like skyrocketing. Have you been to the store and tried to buy bacon? Yeah, it's like $7. And you're just like,
Apparently, the methane gas became illegal in California. Like, they told everybody 5 or 6 years ago. Like, 5 or 6 years ago, they said, listen, the environment is getting hurt really bad, and methane gas coming out of the pig's butt is really an issue. So, in 6 years, and this was 6 years ago, in 6 years, we're going to start to, like, stop pork production here in California. And everybody went, what? I'm on my phone. I don't know what's going on. I bought this one from Steve Jobs. He's in California. And the next thing we know, we don't have any bacon anymore. California got rid of it. What the hell, dude?
They did.
What the hell? I don't understand what's going on with that, by the way. Like, that's the reason I think that bacon's gone through the roof, because about 2 months ago, there was a story about how bacon is being, like, pork and pork production in California is slowing to a stop. And then also COVID. Like, my answer for everything, it's COVID.
COVID. Yeah.
Why can't I get COVID? You can't even finish the sentence, and I'm just going to, it's COVID.
COVID.
It's COVID.
COVID.
Every time. It's COVID.
It's COVID.
It's COVID.
It's
I want to press a button. Oh, I know what button I want to press. Let me see if we have it.
Want to be a part of our show's history?
Do ya?
We have t-shirts, hoodies, kids' clothes, oh yeah, and Mima approved Block the Mean People apparel. Please visit www.bonfire.com/store/TP-show.
//
This is your spoiler alert warning. The boys are going to talk about a TV show or movie they recently watched. So it's your own damn fault if they ruin it for you.
Yes, we will ruin it for you. Period.
We've ruined so many things.
Leave now.
Yes.
We only have 5 people, so the other 3 people have to leave. 2 people don't care.
We do, and they're still watching, so that's cool.
I was going to say, we still need to get to 10 to give 10,000 pips away. So, like I said, get 2 friends and they can get 2 friends. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 of mine because you only threw 1 in here and I threw like 100. So
yeah, we're good.
So my favorite new thing, and we talked about this last week, is, and I'm sure that you've been bombarded by it because anybody that's in the know is like,
and I still haven't watched it.
Watch this. And I feel bad now because I really feel like I glommed a little bit, but honestly, I watched it and it was amazing. And it is Squid Games. Now, the biggest controversy these days is the subtitles and the dub. So apparently the dub doesn't do the subtitles justice. So they changed the words so that it would be less chopsocky and that the dub would work better. But it kind of came across badly. Like the girl says, I'm not dumb. And in reality, the girl says, I'm super smart. Now, let's think about that. If you said, I'm not dumb, you kind of sound like an idiot. Like, I'll be honest. Right. But if you're like, no, dude, I'm a super genius. Like, my IQ is 180. You're like, oh, shit. Like, that dude's creepy.
I'm following this person,
Yeah, either they're really smart or they're dumb enough to say they're really smart. But either way.
Right.
So there's been a lot of backlash. The other thing that I didn't get to put in here is because this movie is so popular, Netflix is being sued by Singapore. I think it's Singapore, but it's one of the nations in Asia because everybody is watching this. And they are sucking the bandwidth out of the country. They are watching it so much that they have like 40x the amount of bandwidth that was needed last month, is what they said. 40 times more bandwidth just for this one show.
I don't understand how something like that could win a lawsuit. Like,
Oh, because it's like a country. It's not like me versus you. It's like the United States versus Netflix. This is like an entire country that is suing them.
Right? No, I get it, but still, I think Netflix would win that battle because it's like that's not my fault.
They've won so far, but the thing is this: other companies pay for the bandwidth. So, like, if you're YouTube, you pay for the bandwidth. If you're Amazon, you pay for the bandwidth. Netflix is not paying for the bandwidth. And so there's like this whole thing going on. And it'll be interesting to see. But that movie, I mean, that TV show, because it's a Korean TV show, blowing up, dude. Like, blowing up. I mean, I've seen, obviously, TikTok, which we don't cover. There's been tons of those. There's been tons of memes. There's been tons of stuff. And, of course, I have my favorite player next to me at all times. Of course, he's backwards.
Yeah, maybe I need to start watching it.
I think here's the thing. Don't watch it with your kids, period. Just don't. Okay. It's not a good kid show. It's sort of like watching any violent murder, gory death kind of thing. It's got a lot of violence, tons of violence.
It's not like The Maze Runner.
It's more like Hunger Games towards the end of the movie. Like not at the beginning where it's all like, hey, we're all friends and let's learn how to throw knives. Woo! It's more like the end, like, how can I murder, stab, kill you? And so it gets bad. Okay, so I'm going to play you a trailer right now. And then we're going to play a game. So.
They're right behind me.
This is a real TV show, by the way. Just came out.
Okay.
On NBC, if you couldn't see the NBC logo.
If you save the cheerleaders, you save the world.
Exactly. The name of the show is La Brea.
Where the hell are we?
And we're out of California, so we're fine.
Is it about the tar pits?
This place doesn't seem real, does it?
Like Land of the Lost?
Oh my God, you won the contest. You've won the contest. Like, give up.
We stick together, we got a better shot of surviving.
The contest has been ruined.
Maybe someone's out there.
I literally was going to have you say, what 4-word other TV show does this remind you of? And you've already guessed it.
It was one of my favorite TV shows ever. Living in the Land of the Lost.
Man. Yeah. But that was going to be the game. I was going to say, what show does this remind you of? Because what happens is, and you've already nailed it, like they literally stole Land of the Lost. And the people that have never watched Land of the Lost are like,
don't watch the movie, watch the TV show.
Do not watch the movie. I don't care
whatever remake of the TV show it is, it's better than the movie.
Yes, 100,000%. So anybody that's old enough, like, understands this, but like, if you're of a certain age, you don't even know what Land of the Lost is.
Right.
Sleestacks, not a thing. And so I watch this, and so what happens is, spoiler alert, we already told you not to watch it because we're going to spoil stuff. The La Brea tar pits falls in. People fall into the La Brea tar pits, and surprisingly, they go to an alternative dimension. It's literally Land of the Lost. Literally. And the only difference is you don't have to find some crazy cave with some crazy waterfall, and you got to be a cousin of whoever's on the show, otherwise you can't go down the waterfall. Did you ever notice that? Like, whenever they needed a new castmate, it was like, oh, my cousin's going to come, and then my uncle, and then my aunt, and then a friend of my uncle cousin's aunt.
Yes.
It could never be somebody new. Like, nobody new ever found that cave, ever.
Right.
It's like, damn it.
I know.
You won. And now we're going to do your favorite TV show opening.
Yes, because you had yours, so I get to do mine.
Indeed. So
and this one starts quick, too. Yep, see, it's already started.
I'm telling you, TV show openings have gotten so much better since I was a kid.
Right?
Even 10 years ago, they put so much more effort into TV show openings these days. Oh yeah, we're totally, like, let me see if I can add my... I have special audio stuff to, like, blow the sensors' minds, but we'll see if it works. Anybody that's watching on the podcast, if the audio got weird, it's because we get copyright strikes all the time.
Yeah.
my god, that looks so good. I've seen the opening before.
Doom Patrol.
Now, do you know what's funny?
Doom Patrol.
You know what's the funniest part about openings these days? You skip them constantly. Like when you're doing the binge, like HBO's, I just noticed this with HBO Max. Have you seen an intro on any of the stuff that you binge? I haven't. They literally, they get to the end of the show and they skip to the front of the next show. Like they skip all the credits. And then they skip all the intro, and then you're on the next show. I actually thought I was 3 episodes in before I figured out that I wasn't still on the first episode. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, oh, that was a weird skip.
Yep.
Next on the hit parade. I got to get the next thing up. I'm excited. Anything fun happening in the chat?
Ashley is always in the chat.
Yes.
And she's like, Squid Game is good. So
we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I needed to bring it up because this is something that's actually important with December coming up. How to watch all of the Matrix movies in chronological order. And the reason this becomes important is because the Matrix itself that we watched is the 6th incursion or something like that, however they put it. So if you were to watch it in the correct order, you would watch Animatrix Renaissance Part 1 and then Animatrix Renaissance Part 2. Or no, A Detective Story? 1 and 2. Yeah, okay, they did put 1 and 2. And then you would watch the Detective Story, The Matrix, Animatrix Kid Story, because this is the one I told you about.
Gotcha.
Kid Story is the one where the kid gets out of the Matrix just by knowing who Neo is. Like, oh, I believe in Neo, and then he's out. Then it's Final Flight of the Osiris, and the reason that becomes important is because that's the one where they drop the information into the box, and then later in Matrix Reloaded, they talk about that information. They're at the meeting at the beginning of the movie, and they're like, well, how do we know this is real? And they're like, well, because these dudes died, and they told us. That's how we know it's real, because the machines are drilling down, and nobody can believe it. They're like, that's just stupid. That you just made that up. Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions, Animatrix Beyond, Animatrix World Record, and Animatrix Program, Matriculated. And here's the thing, and then, of course, Animatrix Resurrection. They don't put the video game in there. I really don't like that they don't put the video game in there, because the video game literally straddles the two movies. Yeah, and also there's a lot of stuff that happens, and I don't know if I think there's a way that Morpheus lives, honestly. I don't think he has to die. I think that's one of those weird outcomes. And the reason that I wanted to bring up Matrix on the show this week, besides being super excited about the new one coming out, is I 100% believe that Neo, at the end of the last movie, was taken by the computer, because I don't think he was dead. Everybody's like, oh, he died. I'm like, I don't think he died. Like, I think he lived. But then I think the computer was scared to death of him. Like, honestly. And so they said, okay, we're going to give you your own little world, and Neil Patrick Harris will be your guide. And he pops the blue pills, as we talked about, and the blue pills stop working. But I think the blue pills stop working because a flag goes off in his head that says, it's time to fix the Matrix. It's time to fix the Matrix. It's sort of like the donut guy. Time to make the donuts. And I have a feeling that whatever they did to the Matrix, or whatever Neo did to the Matrix, because Neo is the reason that it resets differently. Whatever he did made the Matrix reset incorrectly. So there's not going to be the one. There will not be another anomaly. The architect will not get his fix. And so they have to tap Neo to get him back in the game. Because the thing that everybody's been pointing out in the trailer that we watched and we dissected is when he says, you're going back to the Matrix. Why would he say you're going back to the Matrix if you're already in the Matrix? Like, that doesn't make sense. And so that's where this theory, that's why this theory came to mind, is that he's not really in the Matrix. It's sort of like a subsystem. They just sort of have him hidden. And have you seen this movie is blowing up. Let me see if I can get this.
Yeah. It hasn't come out
Makes
yet, right?
bank at the
It's
international
out.
box office,
100 million
earning an
internationally.
estimated $100.3 million overall, 2 weeks ahead of its premiere.
It streaming
in the
yet?
US.
It hasn't come
Hi
out yet?
everyone, I'm TK, and this is
No, I don't
Collider
know
News.
if Dune will
The
be
Denis
streaming
Villeneuve-directed
on
sci-fi
HBO, will it?
epic
I
is
don't know if it's
currently
an
playing
HBO
in over
production. You might be right.
6,000
Yeah, it might be
theaters
coming
in
out.
32 markets and
Oh,
has
it
yet
is.
to see a significant box office drop, and most likely won't before it hits American theaters on October 22nd, thanks to the eagerly
So
awaiting
October
fans of
22nd,
Frank
we'll be able to watch
Herbert's
this,
1964
everybody.
novel. Although the
I
film
am super
experienced
excited
a
about this.
49%
Have you read
drop
I
after
love
opening
Dune.
internationally
Yeah, I've
in
read the
September
first
in
book,
like-for-like
and that's
markets,
it. I'm
and
not
at
a
today's
reader, so
rates,
the fact
Dune
that I've read
continues
any
to
of
track
them
ahead of
is a
its
big deal.
competition, including 58% ahead of Black Widow, 65%
And there was, like,
ahead
Children
of
of Dune
Shang-Chi
and all
the
that
Legend
stuff.
of the Ten
Oh,
Rings,
yeah.
and
Dune goes on for
91%
days.
ahead of Godzilla
So I'm just
vs.
super
Kong.
excited, and
According to Box
we've already
Office
talked about
Mojo,
it.
the
Jason
highly anticipated
Momoa
adaptation
is in
starring
it.
Timothée
And that's
Chalamet,
really- that
Zendaya,
pretty
Jason
much sums it
Momoa,
up.
Josh Brolin, and Javier Bardem, among others, currently
Yeah.
sits
Other
at
people,
number
other people,
28
other people.
worldwide
Jason
in the
Momoa,
ranking of
other people.
2021 releases, just behind Venom.
I've
Let
heard
There Be
bad things
Carnage.
about
Watch
Venom,
for-
by the way. Side note.
Venom.
I've heard very bad things about that movie, unfortunately. And it's funny because I really dug that first movie.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see Venom, the original one? It was
No.
good. It was good. I enjoyed it. And we talked about this article the other week, and it was a huge story. I'm laughing because the comeuppance have come. They've settled with Black Widow. And they
What'd
had
they
to
settle
eat,
with?
They had it. Oh, okay. So the deal is this: the lead actress, Scarlett Johansson, sued because she was supposed to get a box office release, and they did that hybrid release. They did the Disney premiere / going
It's
to the box
because they
office.
kept it for like 2 years from us. And they were like, we got to release it before more Marvel content could come out.
Correct.
Like, yeah.
And so they finally bring it out, and they brought Shang-Chi out at the box office only. Shang-Chi did not get that hybrid release. It was at the box office only. Since Shang-Chi broke all kinds of records, like all kinds of records, it gave ScarJo a much better chance of winning. And they finally said, okay, well, we'll settle. And they probably settled for a big number. Because basically the thrust of her argument, which makes a lot of sense, was if you had put this out in the theater, I was in the MCU for 10 years, you would have made bank. You would have made a lot of money. But since you brought it out in this crazy pandemic hybrid release, I didn't get crap. Because my contract didn't say if you bring it out during a pandemic in a hybrid release. And of course, Disney trashed her when she said that she was going to sue. And I agree with that she had to sue. And of course, I am super glad that she got, I'm hoping that the number was big. I'm hoping that the number, because again, like I'm sure she doesn't need $850 million, but like if you write a deal, like if we made a deal that like we do a movie and you get 10% and I get 10%, and then one of us decides, okay, we're going to go direct to video. Well, then we both get screwed out of the money that we would have gotten in the movies. And that's basically what happened to her. And they settled. Of course, it's like all settlements. You and I will never find out what the number is.
Right.
Like, it's just not going to happen.
Do you know if she's signed up for any other movies? Because after
they said they kicked her out.
Probably not.
They said they kicked her out. So basically what happened was she said, so they refused to release it properly because the contract said that she got a theatrical release. They did the hybrid release. She sued them. And then they immediately said, you're never working again with us ever. So whether they changed their mind, I don't know. I mean, they shouldn't have said that, in my opinion. They should have basically said, we are working with Miss Johansson to the best of our ability, blah, blah, blah. You know, the normal tap dance they do. Now,
because when I first heard that, I was like, oh, that's it for Scarlett. Like, you're suing.
Yeah, and
like,
here's the thing.
Sorry.
I think she was put in a really tough position. And the reason I say that is you really shouldn't bite the hand that feeds you. I'll just be honest. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. But at the same time, when the hand that feeds you says, here's the deal we made, and then they go back on the deal that we made, I don't know how you don't sue them. You look like a schmuck if you don't, if you ask me. Like, if they had made a deal, listen, we're going to cut you in on the premier memberships that we get during the during the Black Widow. And then we'll also cut you in at a higher rate for the theatrical release, because we know you're going to kind of get hit there. They didn't do any of that. They didn't go to her first, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And this is what happened. Have you ever watched?
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
Even if they were like, okay, because of Corona, this is what's going to go on. But let's sign you up to do 3 more movies, and we're going to pay you at this salary.
Right. Oh, and they don't even need to be MCU movies. They could have put her in like...
It could be anything.
They could have put her in Princess Bride 14. Like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
At least they're throwing her some work. And I agree with you. Have you ever watched... This has been happening a lot because of streaming services. Have you ever watched Married with Children's opening credits on any of the streaming services?
No.
The classic... Dun, dun,
yeah. I love that show, yeah.
They never secured the music rights for streaming.
Oh.
And so when it went to streaming, they were like, no. So they had to change the music for the opening. I don't know if they've ever actually gotten the music back again, but it's a completely different opening. And if you watch it on television, this is what's really weird. Like if you watch it on Fox or whatever, like if they have a rerun, it has the right music. But then you go to watch it on wherever it's streaming, it doesn't. And this has happened to a lot of shows where they never secured the music rights for this new format. And this goes back in time. And now I don't know where it was. I wish I could find it. Go ahead.
That would be really funny if it was like Friends and it was like, no, I'm not going to be there for you.
Yeah. I'm not there for you.
For you. Yeah.
I'm not there for you. So funny, in that same vein, somebody said they were on a show and they were talking about their most recent contract that they signed with a company. And it literally had words in it. And I wish I could find the story because it really does sound made up. But it literally said something like, we are securing the right for this and every other dimension that's ever found in the known and unknown universe.
Oh.
Like,
make sure you bring a towel.
Exactly. And make sure Rick and Morty are there. So this movie gets trashed all the time, but I happen to like it a lot. So I wanted to get your take on it.
Okay.
It's a Disney film.
With every second that ticks by.
Oh!
The future.
I liked it.
It's running out.
You liked it.
Yeah.
For anybody out
really
there, this is Tomorrowland. Yeah. I went out of my way to get this film like on a DVD. I love it when she touches it for the first time. Love that. Absolutely. I want that. That needs to be a VR feature, man.
What if there was a
They need to have that in a video game. 100%. When you touch something, you jump someplace else.
A secret place.
See, this is an amazing game dynamic, if you ask me.
Like, I think Disney has really crappy release time. Like, when this got released, it probably should have not been released when it was because I don't think it did that great.
It did horrible. And the thing that I didn't like about this film is the very, very, very end. Like, I'm a huge Hugh Laurie fan.
Where'd you get
that? But the negativity of this film at the end is just...
I get it. Yeah.
What you saw.
And I mean, I understand that's the premise of the story.
We're the best,
you know what I mean?
people
but
in
at
the
the same
world came
time,
together to actually change it.
there's something that could have been done. Have you ever
looking
said
for
that
someone like
there's
you
something
for a
missing
very
from that
long
movie? You know what I mean?
Right.
I could watch this movie over and over again, even though I feel that
like
there's
it too.
something missing from this film. But they've been trashing this film a lot recently, just because, again, like you said, didn't do great at the box office. And again, Disney.
No.
I love this technology too, where he like.
You know, there was another movie that I super duper enjoyed from Disney.
They know we're coming, so follow
called
me.
Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nicolas Cage.
I dig Sorcerer's
I
Apprentice.
love that freaking movie, and it was like
did not
no,
do good. No,
yeah,
people
no,
did not like
good.
it. I would have loved a sequel to that too, by the way.
I would have too.
You know what? I feel
it was fantastic.
I feel so bad for that actor because that actor has been in like a bunch of movies that were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Nick Cage, by the way, because Nick Cage has got. We could do an entire episode, like an entire 2 hours, just on Nick Cage. But it's the other actor, and I need to find his name because I feel bad now. But because he's the lead. You don't happen to know by any chance off the top of your head?
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he was in a really good TV show about dating, which I forgot what it was, but it was like a comic book type of TV show. Where
He's
if
been
you
in
said
a ton of stuff. He's been in. He's friends with a lot. Let me get his name up here. Nick.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, Jay Baruchel. Baruchel. He's friends with all of the like A-list celebrities, the guys that did Pineapple Express, and he's in The End of the World. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a story from him where he was like, yeah, I just wasn't getting work in Hollywood, so I just moved back to Canada. And then my friends called me and said, hey, we've got this movie. Would you come back down to Hollywood to make it? He's like, sure, why not? But that's the way Hollywood is, man. Hollywood just chews you up and spits you out. That's just the way that goes. Okay, so we got a quick game.
Another one? Cool.
Yes, we got another quick game.
Do you like games? We are about ready to play one.
Okay. This game is called Professor Guesses Aspect Ratios. Do you know what an aspect ratio is, even? It's a great game. So you just guess a couple. Man. You just guess a couple, and then this will lead to a story that we need to talk about.
Wait, what are you're gonna have to catch me up? What are aspect ratios?
What you're looking at right now. Okay. Basically what your television is. So when you watch your TV, what your video games are. So think of your old Nintendo video games, and then think of your modern modern Xbox. Yeah. So
like 1080.
Right. Those are the resolutions. It's aspect ratios are actually what the screen looks like the actual physical look of the screen. And they use number is the format. So it's X:Y, A:B, F:Z. And that is the answer, everybody. I don't know. I will throw a graphic up on the screen just to make your life better, because you're like, I don't know. I really don't.
I'm hurting here, too.
No. Well, you know what? It's a techie thing. And so I totally get it, Professor. I totally get it. These are aspect ratios.
Okay.
These are aspect
I got it.
ratio.
Yep. Okay, got it.
Now, the reason this becomes important, there's two that become very important. 4:3, which is the second one in. So it's 3:2 and 4:3. 4:3 is what every television show was for all of my childhood. Happy Days, 4:3. Laverne and Shirley, 4:3. Mork and Mindy, 4:3. Everything was 4:3. In fact, all video games were 4:3 as well. PlayStation 1, Xbox, all of them, 4:3. The issue becomes when you go to the modern standard, which is on the second row, all the way to the left, 16:9. And the reason this is coming up right now is two different shows have had a problem with this. The most recent is Seinfeld, and the old one is The Simpsons. So when The Simpsons came out, their original format was 4:3. And then at some point, because it's been going on for so long, they switched to 16:9. Well, when they started streaming, the streaming service that were streaming them mangled the image. They just mangled it. Like they took the 4:3, which is square like this, and then they just sort of went whoop, whoop, whoop. Same exact thing is happening with Seinfeld, and people are freaking out. And the reason this becomes important for us is because for a long time, the one at the very end, the one that says 9:16, that's what I call the TikTok format. The TikTok format, when I would tell people like, oh, I'm doing stuff in 9:16, because I work with a lot of AV guys, they'd go, that's stupid. Nobody uses that. Because nobody does, or did, until TikTok became the dominant platform on the planet.
Right.
And now everything's 9:16. So this basically what ends up happening is a lot of different issues all across the board. The one that I find interesting is the very first one, 3:2. That's film.
3:2.
Yeah, 3:2 is like when you take a picture, like back in the day with the film camera, click. And even today with digital cameras, because they still follow the same format, click, it's 3:2. So what ends up happening is that you have to crop here, or you have to crop here, but either way, it looks junky. And so, like I said, Seinfeld is the latest victim of what's called aspect ratio modification. And so if you ever become a multimillionaire, and you go to somebody's house that has mad fat money, they have curtains on their projection screen television so they have a projector that goes on a screen, and then they have curtains.
Yeah.
And then when they watch a real movie, like Quentin Tarantino kind of movie, 70 millimeter, like high end, they'll press a button and then the curtains go.
Nice.
And then the whole screen gets used. And that's basically how the high-end systems work, is that they use screens to cover it off.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like Seinfeld, they just sort of kind of screwed the pooch. I'll just be honest. They kind of just messed it up real bad. And there's been a lot of people talking about it because it just hit Netflix in a big way. It's like, and I think it's Netflix that it's on. Seinfeld just got bought, I think, not bought, but is it bought or sold, or I don't know the right words for it.
Rented for a years.
That's a good way.
Yeah.
Leased it. They leased it. It's a lease to own option. Lease to own option.
Yeah.
But they paid like $100 billion. $100 bazillion.
I believe it. They lost The Office, which sucks.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. No, I get it. I totally get it. Although I own all of The Office, just so you know.
It's fantastic.
Although, I have to be honest.
Yeah.
I lost one of them.
Yeah, I know you did. It's fantastic. The Office is fantastic.
I know, you dig it. So this next one, you have no desire. You don't give a crap about this next one. You can go get a beer. You could probably take out the dog. You do have HBO, though, and you can catch up.
I know what this is. Yeah.
This just dropped today. Very timely.
Gods. Kings.
Night.
Fire.
That girl looks exactly like her.
And blood.
That's the new Harry Potter, right? That was.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. There's
Dreams
Dumbledore.
didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
The one that will not be named.
Yeah. The House
This literally just dropped today. Yep.
Hunger Games 22.
For anybody out there, it was actually Game of Thrones. I do appreciate the misdirects though.
You know, one day I'll actually sit through and watch them. Like maybe after Doom Patrol and after like.
No, you got a lot of stuff that you can watch, dude. There's a lot of programming there to catch up on. And I'll be honest, like I just keep throwing more at you. Like Squid Games is a good example. So
yeah, like, and I've heard not to watch it with kids. So
yeah, apparently not a good idea. Unless of course you want your kids to have nightmares. What it reminds me of is Hunger Games, really, honestly. It really does remind me of Hunger Games a lot. And Hunger Games is fine for kids to watch, in my opinion, because you can read the books and then you can watch the movies. And they really have limited the violence in Hunger Games. But everybody dies. It's a very Greek tragedy. So this next one, I want you to watch this trailer. Okay? And then you're going to tell me, Professor, you're going to tell me what it actually is for. Okay, you ready?
Looks like a video game. I already know what this is, I think. Yep, I already know exactly what this is. Yep.
Okay, what is it?
It's James Bond is coming to Rocket League.
Okay, what does that mean? Explain further.
You have no idea.
No, I know exactly what it means. But no. There's a big controversy about this. That's why I'm asking. James Bond is coming to Rocket League.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, but no. Let me. Okay, for anybody that doesn't.
Do you want me to explain Rocket League?
No. What I'm saying though is, the reason people are mad or upset is that James Bond, the car, is coming to Rocket League, and that's it. There's not going to be any James Bond arenas. There's not going to be any James Bond downloadable content. There's not going to be like a James Bond like new game add-on. It's just
you mean like there's no Bond chick like gonna be there like holding up the scorecard?
Nope.
Like there's no Octopussy?
Nope. You just get the car. That's it.
You
the reason everybody's upset is because they did such a good job on the trailer. People are like, "Oh, cool! I can't wait! Can't wait!"
Right? Like I want to go through the streets of London and stuff. And
I want to play Rocket League in London. Like that would be amazing. Like I don't even play Rocket League, and I want to play Rocket League in London.
Yeah.
So that is absolutely it. Very important.
I mean, yeah, and I actually think that that's the first time that a movie is coming to Rocket League. Because normally it's like Fortnite and stuff like that.
It is one of the very first. Yeah, it's the first Rocket League crossover. But again, it's only a car. So I mean, it's basically like a souped-up mod.
For us.
Right.
Why doesn't Speed Racer's car show up in there? And why doesn't Herbie the Love Bug?
I'm on the same page, especially Speed Racer's car. Because let's be honest, Speed Racer had like a ton of special features that would be so much fun in Rocket League. Like the Batmobile. Like, yeah. But you see, I really think that the Speed Racer had more on the Batmobile.
Yes.
Because like... I guess a different way to say it is that the Batmobile was a very small part of the overall show, whereas literally Speed Racer was all about racing every single episode. And also, think about it, Rocket League and Speed Racer, they go great together. Speaking of which, I wasn't a huge fan of the Wachowskis' version of Speed Racer.
Oh, Christina Ricci in that was hot.
Yeah, I dug the movie, but like honestly,
I thought it was great. Yeah,
I don't know. I grew up on the Speed Racer, and I thought the thing that I will say though is the colors in that movie. Like I had never seen a movie that colorful ever in my life. Like it was almost like they found every color of neon and threw up on it.
Yes.
So
yeah, I agree.
Next on the hit parade.
Ooh, what are we going? Where are we going? I stopped looking at show notes a while ago.
Good.
Charlie, where is my money?
Buddy, I got your money. It's right. Oh, good. But
Charlie,
you're losing your belt.
Wait, Charlie, I can't hear what you're saying.
What was he like?
As a boxer, Charlie was the top contender, #2 in the world. Then the fight game changed.
Coming with you.
No, you're not.
I'm either coming with you or you're fishing for your keys in the sewer. Oh my God, that was
fishing
close.
for the keys in the sewer. I don't like that option. What about you?
This ain't a video game. This is for real.
I don't know if this is part 1 or 2 because I never saw 1.
This is the only one, in my opinion.
Okay.
The name of the movie.
Probably a reason is this.
As much as I like you, dude.
No, it's a good film. If you've not seen this is a great film to watch.
I have not.
Too.
You got
This
nothing
is a great
left.
kid film too. The only problem is it's really
Anything I can use to put a
the
fighting
dynamic
robot together.
between the main character and the kid is like abused child. You know what I mean? So
gotcha.
Watch it
I've
with
seen anything like it before. Can we get him a fight?
He's a sparring bot, built to take a lot of hits, but never dishing out any real punishment.
His name is Adam. Get him a fight.
Get him a fight.
You know you're bringing him home in pieces, right? Whoa! He's smaller and weaker. He's gonna get his ass kicked.
I need you to teach him to box.
Are you kidding me?
You know this fight game inside and out. He needs your moves, your commands.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't. No, it's not
all
happening.
kinds of wrong by this kid.
And you really haven't seen this
the
film.
one thing right.
I was totally expecting you to be like, oh yeah, I love that film.
Right uppercut!
Great fight, fellas.
Remember this name, Adam. This bot is one to watch.
I'm trying to see a
So
better
the name
side
of this
to you
movie,
here,
everybody,
Charlie.
is.
It's not easy.
Oh come on! I always make on the screen when I said that.
Real Steel.
That is correct.
This is what it's all about.
can't win, can we?
It's leaving Netflix, everybody, and you need to go see it if you haven't. So your list of stuff to watch has gotten longer and longer.
I know.
And last but not least in this section, there's only one reason we're covering this story. One and one alone. And I could give two craps about it other than that. And you will see why we were covering it in 7 seconds when I put it on the screen.
Okay.
It's the only reason we're covering it. That's it. Other than that, we don't need to cover it. If they had not put that at the beginning of it, I wouldn't care.
Ooh, you just made it bold. I don't know how you did that, but it just went bold.
Yep. I was going to say it is a some kind of musical. It's called Tick Tick Boom, and it's a musical, and I could care less. But the name of it, Tick Tick Boom. I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm going to have to watch it now.
There's a band that does...
Yes.
POD.
Yes.
POD.
Yeah, let's pull that up. Because we're just about at the end of the show.
Tick, tick, boom. Something about Southside. It's going down.
Yeah, as if we don't get enough copyright strikes as it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is in 4x3 aspect ratio.
Yeah, I'm not a big POD dude.
I liked it back in the day, but like they got a little bit serious. Let's see if we can get to the part that we're talking about.
I know you know I see you smiling at me.
There it is. Yep.
Okay. And I'll tell you the reason why I don't like POD.
Go ahead.
Because I was like Korn, Limp Bizkit at the time, and POD came along, and I was just like,
and they were a very religious band actually. They were very religious.
Yes.
They were. That's what their thing was, is that they were a Christian rock band that was heavy Christian rock, and that was not Korn, and that was not Limp Bizkit. They were like the exact opposite of that.
Give me something to break. Nope.
Hey guys, missed an episode? You can
You hate
always
to hear it,
listen
so listen
to
to it
all
on the
the live
podcast.
shows by finding our podcast on all your favorite podcast apps.
Yes, please do. And nope.
You hate to hear it.
Whew.
You hate to hear it.
So you know where we're going, right?
Oh yeah, we're going to the land down under. Because everything we hate to hear is in the land down under.
Your pants are made of thunder. Isn't that what it?
While jogging in Beaconsfield has blamed her perfume for bringing out the beast. Tracy Noonan was chased into a neighbour's property to escape the animal's advances, but then waited for her out the front. Crime reporter Lana Murphy.
Oh shit!
She wanted an extra spring in her step, but Tracy Noonan never thought it would come from a kangaroo.
Well, I was petrified. I think I was in a state of shock.
No
'cause
doubt,
it knocked
dude.
me to the ground.
Kangaroos are some scary stuff.
While jogging through the hills of Beaconsfield, the mother of two was accosted by an unlikely new running mate.
I just felt
I bet
this
you their
massive
taxes
bang in
went
my
up.
back. I'm like, surely
Oh.
not. I've just been beaten
Sorry, I
up
didn't
by a
know we were
kangaroo.
going to show
She was
back
phoneless
nudity.
and
I didn't know
had
we
to
were
hop,
this
skip
show.
and jump away from
Sorry.
home.
I did
So
not
the
know we were this
35-year-old
show.
ran for
Back
her life,
nudity?
but when the
Oh,
animal
man.
followed,
Yeah,
she
we only
sprinted
talked about
hundreds
animals.
of metres
We're only about to
into
talk
a
the
stranger's front yard.
I thought she was having sort of a medical episode or an asthma attack or something.
After 20 minutes, she
We thought
tried
she was
to
cray.
leave, but
We thought she
came
was
against a
completely cray.
roadblock.
It was in their driveway waiting for me to come back out.
She wasn't getting through without a bit of a fight.
When Tracy called the
Wow.
local ranger to report the incident, she
Stalking
was told the
kangaroos.
animal may have been on
And there's
heat
only one answer
and
to
was
that
attracted
question.
to the smell of
And
her
that answer
perfume.
is
The fragrance NYC
Australia.
by Sarah Jessica Parker.
Australia.
Cheap and nasty. That's why no one buys that perfume. It was a gift, I swear.
Experts say
That's
that's
hilarious. Her
unlikely, but
perfume
are at a loss
made
to
the
explain
kangaroo
exactly
hopping
what
around.
Sarah
drove
Jessica
this wildlife
Parker's
wild for
perfume
Tracy.
gives
I
off
mean, what's not to
the
love, to be
hormones
honest?
of a
Lana Murphy,
kangaroo
9
in
News.
heat.
And they will stalk you because of it, apparently.
And they will stalk you.
And
so if you don't take anything from our seasons on this show, take this one thing away.
One thing.
Don't wear Sarah Jessica Parker's perfume.
When in Australia, around kangaroos, or at the theme park.
Unless you're lonely and into that sort of thing.
That would make you cry. Just I hate to hear.
I mean, that's a lot better than a dingo eating your baby. So
dingo ate my baby. Yeah, it's true. It's true. So another crazy story that I saw today is that an oil spill happened off of Cali. Now, the interesting part about this oil spill is that the company that the oil spill happened for was in bankruptcy less than 3 years ago. Or 4 years ago. They were in bankruptcy 4 years ago. And then apparently, one of their pipelines burst. They're blaming it on somebody running it over. And then it just started shooting oil out. And it happened off of Huntington Beach. Now, you know what I'm talking about. And I know what I'm talking about. But everybody in the studio audience is like, what does that mean?
That's my old hangout.
Surfers are going to be pissed. Angry.
Yeah.
Angry mad. Like, and you don't, it's funny, you don't want the chillest people on the planet angry. Like, I'm just saying, like,
no.
Surfers are super chill, but when you do this kind of crap, so angry.
I used to at least go down to Huntington Beach once a month.
It's so
not
nice
to go in
there.
the water or anything like that, but just to walk the pier and go to the Rubies on it, and
It's super nice there. Like, I have to admit, that is the one thing that's nice about California. It's gorgeous. Like, and Huntington Beach is amazing. I've been there a bunch of times. And the thing is that, like, I would say that 80% of the days are, like, 76 and sunny and chill. Like, just nice. It's just a nice day. And the thing is that if you live in other parts of the country that have weather, you're confused by it. You're like, what?
Yes, you
it's
are.
Nice every day?
Oh, that is a lot of oil.
Oh, yeah, it's bad. And my question is, are they going to bring in any of the newfangled technologies? Like, there's a new, like, oil-eating bacteria.
Dawn soap. That's it. Just Dawn soap.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, man.
You know, get that duck, on the cover, and it cleans them.
Yeah, that's all you need. A couple drops of Dawn and you're good. It's just, you just go out in the water, take a little bit of bottle, and just Dawn. It's all gone.
Yeah, that's it. It's all done.
That's all you need.
mean, her name was Dawn, and his name was Dawn too.
Yeah.
That they were just interviewing Dawns. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I guess this is TikTok kinda is going to be the next story coming up.
Yeah.
Kinda. TikTok kinda.
Yeah. Oh, this is our feel good.
Feel good of the day. Oh, do I have a button for that? I don't think so. Let's do oh, here we go. Let's feel good.
Oh my god, Tick. Turn away. It's an eyeball. Okay, it's just a doll. But that's pretty damn creepy, the sound of a baby crying too. I guess. Hey guys, have a topic for the show? Want to be a guest? Email the show at tpshow@gmx.com.
The
the feel good of the day.
Oh, and it's Professor. So good too.
Run us through.
All right, a guilty dog has the internet in stitches with hilarious reaction to knocking over a plant. So
wow,
those aren't even. I mean, I don't even know what those are. But watch that. Watch that. There we go.
Oh, really?
Oh, is it gonna? Oh.
They talked me. They tickety-tackety-talked me.
And there's audio too.
Hold on a second. Let me get this. There we go.
Give him his own. Pan down. Zia, was it you? Zia, was it you? Did you knock her down?
Totally. The dog's even
Huh?
pointing at the other
Was
dog.
it
Watch.
you?
Just watch. Just watch.
Was it Storm? Storm, did you pan down?
Right? Oh my god, that dog is so
Was it
guilty.
you?
Oh, I love dogs.
Zia, was
Oh
it
my
you?
God.
That is so funny.
Zia.
Not me.
Oh.
It's not me. It's not me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Now you see what I
Oh my
find
God.
interesting. So the bigger story for me on this is the fact that almost every single day a TikTok thing is in the mainstream news. If you and I 3 years ago, even 2 years ago, maybe even a year ago, had said the mainstream media, like to any normal rational person that wasn't us, said the mainstream media will be covering TikTok every single day, they would have said, dude, you got to get off that weed. You just got to stop smoking, man.
You know what? I wish we were doing this show that long ago, and then they would have been like, the TP show predicted. TikTok would have.
It's true. But like we like the thing is that now here's the interesting thing, and this is a weird tie-in. And I have read 4 articles on it, and I just didn't put it in the show notes. China is cracking down in a huge way on technology, on gameplay, on the work environment, on everything. So my question is, TikTok, which is a fully owned Chinese company, in no way, shape, or form are they American. They're not American. How is that going to affect the situation? Because like if you're in China right now and you want to play video games for 2 hours, you're going to jail. Like that's just the way it is. Like you could play for an hour.
That sucks.
You go for 2, you're going to jail. The difference between China and America is in America, we can whine and complain and bitch. In China, you can whine and complain and go to jail immediately and spend the rest of your life being re-educated. Like there is no like messing with it. They have been imprisoning, and this is not me making it up. Go search the interwebs. They've been imprisoning executives, and they don't call it prison in China. This is the funnier part. They have a very Gestapo-like thought process. They are re-educating them in camps. They've done this to actors. They've done this to executives. And this is all over them doing shenanigans. Like anything, take any shenanigans that happen in America. Like, have you heard about that Theranos lady? Thanos? I forget her name. She's on trial right now. She created a machine that took your blood and did all kinds of tests on it, but it was totally and completely a lie. And she was stealing money from everybody. Anyway, long story longer. If she had been in China, she would be re-educated. So my question is, how is TikTok going to make it? Like, I really feel that TikTok's going to be in a bad spot soon. Just because of what China's doing. They have really, really, really changed the dynamic of everything. Did we cover everything on the list?
That's everything, dude.
He's coming back.
Hi, Ryan. Hi. Hi, Ryan.
I got to get some sequencing going because I need him to pop up in random ways, like without me pressing buttons. Because we love you, Jack Black. I'm just saying that because...
We always love some Jack Black.
I just know that Jack Black's not feeling the love anymore, and you know he was this close. He was this.
He was.
I know this close to not coming on our show ever.
His people didn't never.
His people called our people.
Never got back to us.
Never got back to us.
Yeah.
They pretty much said, "What? Who are you guys?"
Yeah.
We're what? Yeah. What? Okay. One last thing before we leave, then.
Okay.
I'm going to put a picture on the screen. Let me zoom in a little bit. And
right.
I want, you see, this is the thing that I find funny. I'm 900% sure that you will know, well, it's got the name of it on the screen, but I'm 900% sure you'll know other names for it.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because of your edumacation. You got a certain edumacation, and it taught you certain things. So here we go.
I have
throw it on the screen.
Skills.
You have certain skills.
I do. All right.
Not the Jeopardy music. Not the Jeopardy music. How does this apply to your edumacation?
I don't know.
Man, I was waiting for you to say golden ratio. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was expecting. All of that years of college, doing all that art stuff. All that art stuff.
I don't know.
I
have a bachelor's degree in fine art too, so I don't know.
So what everybody just saw on screen is basically that is the foundation of most everything that you see on television, on movies, on
your focal
in
point.
art,
Yeah.
on billboards. It's called the golden ratio, and basically, if you chop things into thirds, and build your crap that way, it's more aesthetically pleasing, and people are drawn to it. So, anything else that we need to talk about before the show goes away?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
No. Well, it was great seeing you, by the way. I hope that everybody has an amazing day. Let's do a count at the end of the show. Did we make it to 10? Is somebody winning 10K?
No. Ooh, 6 people are watching though. We got 6.
6.
We got 6. We got 6.
6 is better than none. Speaking of which, I guess I should throw that up on the screen. For anybody out there, and I didn't do this at the beginning, we actually are on this thing called...
Okay, in this, he says, I just went in the gulag with The Rock. What the hell is that?
I just went into the gulag with a rock? What?
Did you hear that? Like, what? I just went to the gulag with The Rock. Like, what? Huh? You did the gulag? What?
So we are on Fruit Labs, and Fruit Labs has a 1 million pip giveaway, and we, the professor and myself, known as the TP Show, I'm just seeing if we're in the top. Let me know if you see us, because I always miss us. Wow, we are very
distracted. Sorry, dude.
Okay.
What do we? All right.
We have a contest going on right now.
We do. We have a super cool contest.
We do. And how far down is it? Our super cool contest.
I
don't know. I do not know. I have a hard time with our own thing.
I don't even know what you're on. What did you just do hashtags?
I did, and I think that's why.
Oh my god, I've never hashtagged us before.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. Oh, here's an ad, everybody.
We got shit going on. What is this? What was that?
It's an ad. I'm not a fan of the ads anymore. There we go. There we go. TP Show. TP Show.
Ooh, I can tell you what streak we're on.
Wait, that's you.
On our days.
That's the professor.
It is.
Good, man.
I have not been on that site in a long time.
No, you have not. You have not. Players. There we go. TP Show players.
I don't.
This took me forever. Okay, so now we're on TP Show. And now I need to scroll down. And I need to find... There it is! Woohoo! Our own contest. Zoom out. Watch an ad, everybody. At least it's a Fruit Lab ad. I don't mind watching Fruit Lab ads. I'll be honest. Come on. I hate when I can't control my own computer. She is so excited. What did you do to that girl?
In October, we are giving away 10,000 pips on every post that hits 100 comments and likes to one lucky person.
100 likes and 100 comments.
Yeah, these actors are way better, by the way.
They are. I call it the Lose All of Our Imps contest.
If 10 people join the chat, we will give one lucky person 10,000
wow, a free enema. Look, I want to.
We are calling this the 10-10-10 giveaway.
That is what enema means.
All right. Every single post
Every post for all of October.
In the month of October.
If you get to 100 comments and 100 likes, we're going to give somebody 10,000 pips. So like this could happen on the 15th. It could happen on the 20th. It could happen on the 25th. Free pips. 10,000 of them.
And all of them. Get them all to 100. Let's lose all of our...
I want all my pips gone. Well, all of our pips gone. So
I know what you meant. Your pips are my pips.
Your pips, my pips. Everybody's pips. It is that time. Anything else? That's a no.
Yeah, I don't know.
See you next week, everybody.
Yes. Be good humans, people.
Oh my God, wasn't that such a long show? Please like and subscribe, and if you're on Fruit Lab, please follow. For those of you listening on the podcast, thank you. This has been another installment of the TP Show.